Hello, I'm IBX Toycat, and welcome back to another video because my goal here basically is to get the brand new music disc, which is actually quite tricky to do in survival. You need to find a chicken jockey, which obviously isn't as easy as it sounds, because although there is a very small chance of them spawning, on Bedrock especially, a baby chicken jockey can actually spawn on any mob, from a cow to a panda to anything you have around, which means we need to find one of those mobs and then specifically get it to ride a chicken. This means that I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time at night just randomly looking for mobs, which will be some fun, but it means that yeah, this might be a quite long process, which is why my plan is to bring 2 chickens with me. I guess this guy, like, why not? I'm gonna bring 2 chickens with me, this guy and one from my breeder over here, and we're going to take them to the other side of my world, and the basic plan is, wait, where did he go? The basic plan is to have a task that I'm gonna do during the day, when there are no mobs, and then every night, okay, come on, you can get up here. Every night, my plan beyond, okay, come on, okay, here we go. My plan beyond that is every night to spend the time looking for a baby zombie chicken jockey, just like right now. So I'll grab one of these. Is there only 2 baby? There can't be only 2 chickens left. Come on, that can't be true. Tell me it's not so. I think it is. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the chicken in here, because clearly I need him. This is a, oh god, I've accidentally, clearly I need that guy still, but I'm gonna bring this guy to the other side of my world. Oh, wait. Oh no, I've accidentally tied them together. Okay, I'm gonna bring this guy to the other side of my world because that's where my project is gonna be. On the way there, I hope that we find a baby zombie chicken jockey. Although, you know, even Minecraft's new lead mechanics are meant to be incredible, but they're really not that great for chickens. Let me show you this right now. I'm desperately trying to just get my chicken to come with me, and he's getting trapped on everything and everything possible. Anything and everything possible. By the way, hello everyone, how's it going? Today's really hot in the UK. It's the start of, I don't know, apparently our 3rd heatwave this summer. I do have to concur. The one thing I will say that, you know, like my international viewers have right about this is like, well, is it really a heat wave if it keeps happening? You know, heat wave is meant to be unexpected, but if you have 3 of those in a row, then surely you've just got to change the definition of heat wave. But yeah, we can sometimes go summers without having any of these, but we're having just like bad weather, or you know, hot weather spurt after hot weather spurt, and I'm just entirely unprepared. I have a portable AC unit in my office, but it's loud. And basically I just assumed like, well, you know, it's not that big of a deal, but it's enough of a big of a deal for me not to want to run it. And so we waited as long as, I also, by the way, you can see the sun on my green screen, messing things up a little bit. Yeah, I've got a lot I want to talk about, and the heat isn't really one of them, beyond just saying like, oh, it's terrible, isn't it? By the way, good to see you. How are you doing today? I hear your wrist is sore. But I also heard, while you know, hearing about the sore wrist, that you have a Ninja Creamy, which I feel like is, no, don't burn. I'm just trying to get this guy to the other side of my world. Ideally, wait, what is fire? Okay, you need to calm down. It's not your job. Okay, so we'll get the chicken up here. Okay. Ideally without being lit on fire. He will become a lava chicken if so. So we'll get him up here, and then we'll go up here. Come on, don't fall off now. Honestly, everyone says leads are so awesome, but let me tell you, they suck. This is not a great experience for me. And then we'll take him over to the other side of the world, where hopefully things will be good. I thought lead holding positions were fixed. Yeah, apparently it's fixed for a lot of skins, but not all skins. It's crazy that it can be different based on the skin, but it's because the position of your skin. Like, the average position of my skin is quite changed because I have the tail. And so if you were Grimace, your skin would be even more changed. By the way, it's been so long since I had the opportunity to make a live stream. Much love, Toycat and Toychat. This is going to be a nice OG classic stream. We're in the survival world. We're going to be chilling for a bit. I deliberately didn't want to do Sky Glue today because I wanted to have some opportunity to hang out with chat. And so Anto says, sorry I'm late, Toycat. You will be sorry. I'm just kidding. It's, amazingly, this is the least late I think we've done a stream. I think we were 4 minutes past the, you know, like the 4 minutes past the time that was telegraphed in advance. You know, I'm saying that as if I'm sending out, like, you know, fax messages. I mean, actually, really, the fax machine looks positively futuristic compared to telegraphing. But anyway, the point here is that I'm just gonna fence my chicken over here. And now if I get a baby chicken jockey, I'll kill him near this chicken. He'll ride the chicken, then I'll kill him there. Life will be good. But we need to go find a baby zombie chicken jockey because obviously that's going to be useful. And my big project today is going to be the Elytra Tunnel. Elytra Tunnel, gotta fly down the Elytra Tunnel. But more seriously, this is one of the dumbest projects I've ever worked on. Because, like, how often do you really want to fly in a tunnel versus above ground? But I'm insistent that this thing is going to work. And so my plan is, my very genius plan, is maybe I would fly through this more if it was just more usable. I'm going to dig more blocks and more things. It's going to be great. I'm going to do wonderful things in there. But yeah, we're looking for just a baby zombie chicken jockey right now. Or rather, a baby zombie jockey right now. If we find a baby zombie of any type, we'll see if it'll ride another mob. They literally will ride even adult zombies, so it's quite handy for that. And we'll use this also as an opportunity to pick up some XP for my pickaxe, because I'll be using it a ton today anyway. Okay, that's all the housekeeping of explanations and whatnot in order. Hopefully you understand it. If you don't, well, you know what? It's you might by the end of the stream. You got a long time coming to work it all out. I mean, these are some of my favorite things where you can just kind of like chat, chill, you know, semi-podcast style discussions. I think they're a lot of fun. And, but we do them a little bit with chat here, don't we? So, Gwen G says, I didn't even know this was released already. It's a useful reminder to check your Minecraft version. So the version that has the Lava Chicken Jockey disc, or whatever it's called, Lava Hyper Potions, Lava Chicken, the update is out, but you might not have downloaded it. So it's worth giving a check. If you're playing on a realm, you obviously will have it, because it would be outdated otherwise. But just keep that in mind. If you don't have automatic updates turned on, you might not have it. A lot of people feel like, I remember there was like some controversy, people saying like earlier that it was out before it was actually out. And then when it actually came out, people were like, oh no, this has been debunked. And I think that is the one problem of like debunking things. Some things can be untrue and then later become true. You know, like right now, China is not the world's largest economy, I don't think, by most measures you would use. But it's possible for that to later become true. And so you'd be wrong if you said it now, but if you listen to someone saying it now, they could become correct in the future. Anyway, I wish I knew where to find a dungeon spawner. That would simplify things. Do you think so? Do you think that you still get the same spawn odds at a spawner like that? In my mind, I've never seen a rider from one, but I haven't used the zombie spawner since Bedrock, on this world at least. Honestly, I don't think I've like sat at one for more than a few minutes. Do you think it's a good idea to just sit at a zombie spawner? I think, honestly, just run around killing zombies. Eventually, some number of those zombies will be babies. Eventually, some number of those babies will be chicken jockeys, right? It's my flawless decision-making process that, worst case, is going to get me a ton of XP. And a ton of rotten flesh, which you can trade in for even more XP. So this guy's holding some mutton. Don't know what happened to you. Hey, there we go. Okay, so now we have to see if this guy is he's got a tiny chance. I think it's 5%. So 5% of zombies that spawn are baby zombies. And, oh yeah, look how cool the firefly bushes look. And so we can see if he's willing to ride a guy by having him run through them. If he doesn't get on their backs, then he's not a jockey. And so he's never going to ride a chicken. I could try my best to show that to you. I kind of want to now, actually. Okay. Yeah, I kind of want to show that off anyway. So let's bring him over and show you that he will, in fact, not ride a chicken. If I find another guy, I'll test him too. But worst case, we're just running around our big flat land. I always recommend having one of these in your world, by the way. If only because it's a really fun project. I think flattening is, like, a surprising amount of fun. But also because, like, you know, killing mobs in a flat land. You'd be surprised at how much of Minecraft doesn't need you to have a full spawner of every type. It just needs you to have, like, a way to kill, say, 10 mobs of that type in a row. That's my kind of bizarre take. I think I'm a bit like a, you know, like, what's the word for this? Like, I'm a bit like a, you know, like a weird old-fashioned farmer in this way. So, as you can see, the baby zombie will not get near the chicken, and he specifically will not ride him. Can't say that's what I'm expecting. I'm a little confused. Okay, so, okay, get on him. Get on him. Come. See, it's literally impossible. Therefore, he's not a jockey. Therefore, we kill him. We probably will have to go for a few cycles off this, and it'll be good. But yeah, Kat, I heard you got a Ninja Creamy. Does anyone else in chat have one, actually? It's one of the coolest, like, you know, there's a lot of things that the world will try to convince you is normal now, and sometimes it will succeed, you know. At one point, a fridge was a luxury good. Now I think if you moved out and didn't have a fridge, you would consider yourself, you know, like, you know, to be, you know, borderline homeless, right? A TV was at one point this crazy entertainment device. And again, now if someone doesn't have a TV, you're like, are you okay? You know, like, you know, there's a lot of, you know, if someone doesn't have a TV, it's actually usually a statement. They're like, oh, we just don't like what the TV does to us. It's gonna be something like that, you know. It's not gonna be like, oh yeah, I could not get a TV in my life. So I think I'm gonna try another night of just my wild strategy like this. Also, what is happening there? Oh, the wolf is attacking a... Okay, rip. Oh, by the way, I have these, if you're wondering what that noise was. They're one of my favorite dumb things I learned from TikTok. In fact, I kind of like that TikTok video. I think I kind of want to make more of those. Anyway, 5% are babies, 15% of babies can ride other mobs. So it's 15% of babies. So we just need to find 6 babies on average. Or in other words, to simplify that fraction down, about 0.75% of zombies that we find will be good. Okay, that's really decent. See, my plan here, chat, to make this more usable, because right now if I try to fly down here, I just end up hitting the floor too soon. I'm gonna dig the floor way out, and keep the ceiling the same, and that way I should get the effect. I'll pick up some dirt, which would be handy, but it should create the effect where I'm able to actually fly in here a lot longer, which should be a really good thing, I hope. So I'm gonna start with the stone, then I'll move on to the dirt. It's slightly inefficient to do it that way, but inefficiency is my middle name. I don't have a TV, says Ruby Doo. What are you watching this live stream from? I guarantee you 60% of people are watching this from their TVs. A shocking number, actually. Back in the day, I remember like 2011 when like YouTubers were just getting partnered. I was like, you know, like listening to what people had to say about it. And people were complaining like, oh yeah, like 20% of views are on mobile or TV. And now it's like, I bet 20% of views are from desktop. I feel like the desktop is like, you know, like that weird place that you only go to book flights, except apparently not even to book flights if you're young enough. I want a Ninja Creamy because we love making home ice cream, but we have it plain because of our old screen ice maker requiring 5 pounds of ice. Wait, an ice cream maker that uses actual ice? There's no ice in ice cream. Someone has misled you, Ad Sony. Glide ratio, X4, Z1, 5. I like that you're thinking about ratios. I'm literally just going to dig this till it looks right. But I like that your idea makes more sense, right? So how about we start right here, and we say, this is the first platform. It's 4 blocks wide. This is the second platform. Yeah, so now if we make this 4 blocks too, or we could just make this one 5. I think 5 blocks for every 1 block down is probably about the right ratio. So we'll remove these blocks, make this 5, and then we'll remove these blocks. You're getting a little methodical with it rather than just randomly digging. That's an idea I kind of like. 5 isn't probably perfect, but it's going to require a lot of digging, and that's, you know, it's what we're up to anyway, right? No, it's one of the old ones that needs ice and salt to chill the ice cream. I literally don't understand. You know, you're saying I'm silly. I feel like you're out here like, oh, I've got myself one of those old TVs that you have to hand crank, and I'm like, I literally don't understand. Phone, then transition to laptop. Oh, you watch it on a phone and then a laptop. Yeah, that's very old school, Xavier. You're outing yourself as either an old Gen Zer or a millennial right there. You know, definitely no iPad baby in you. Anyway, watching mobile because of the ads on TV. You should get ads on every platform the same, in theory. I mean, I guess you could get certain advertisers that want to be on TV only, but I can't imagine that's like most of them. It's from the 80s. Yeah, I'm not from the 80s. Literally can't comprehend. You know, I'm probably gonna... Okay, this is a weird thing to say, chat, because I think I'm like becoming aware of the hypocrites inside of every human being, and I'm like therefore trying to like actually understand the hypocrite inside of myself. But like, I think it's so bizarre when people are like, you know, during my childhood in the 2000s or whatever, there were people who were like, oh yeah, 70s, 80s music, blah, 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 was so much better. And I'm like, what is your basis for this? The fact that you like it? First of all, that doesn't make it better. That's like a taste thing. But second of all, it's like, you know, I feel like most things get better over time. How do you imply that we got worse? You know, the Dark Ages are a real thing that happened in Europe where arguably technology went back some bit. Even that is quite debated because usually humans are on a always upwards trajectory, but especially in the last, like, I think in the post World War II period of the world, like, we're talking, like, less than 100 years, and living standards have, like, dramatically gone up. You know, it's notable that living I think it's fascinating. Weirdly, I realized midway through saying that, like, oh, there are some people that don't like when you say that things are statistically better than they are before. They're like, no, not in my opinion, Toy Cat. In my opinion, the statistics are lying. And it's like, well, okay, that's an opinion you can have. I love when I say something in chat and Toy Cat goes, that's literally not real, you're crazy. I really am a wife, huh? Very true. Very true. Unlike most other things you say. But more seriously, no one's listening to the real crap anymore. But yeah, I think, I think that's what it is, right? Like, there's so much garbage that gets filtered out, but I also think there's an element of just, like, taste and subjectivity of, like, also, I miss Minecraft, says lag is great. Why don't you play some Minecraft, lag is great? If you miss it, why don't you put a ring on it, you know? That's how I believe the famous phrase goes. And so why don't you do precisely that? Also, I think I should make, like, a temporary mob drop chest, because I'm going to end up with so much just weird stuff otherwise. Like, how did I end up with a white wool? What am I meant to do with that, chat? Besides, put it away in here. Okay, so I've got some eggs. I've got to work out something with later, too. I mean, music is 90% subjective. Yeah, okay, so is all art subjective? A lot of people will die on the hill that it is. But I think there's objective components and subjective components. There's a lot of bad things that I like, not because they are the best, but because I'd rather watch something that's bad in all the ways but this one way, and interesting in this one way, than something that is, you know, like, I think I've mentioned this before. I've watched every, like, dystopian sci-fi Netflix movie there is. Like, if it is about an alternative future to our own, or if it's about a possible future, and it is a sci-fi movie, I have watched it. If it's been made in the last 25 years, I've watched some real garbage internet. Let me tell you. You know, like, we might, if we stop making sci-fi movies about, you know, dystopian futures, because maybe there's too many, we might look back at now and say, this was the prime time period, you know, like, with I Am Mother and Silo, and, you know, you might look back, or like the Fallout show, you know, it's fairly recent, right? I think there's a chance we look back on now and say, like, wow, this was a golden era, but that's because we'll be forgetting about so many other shows. Also, I heard you fed your ear spider some McDonald's. How do you put a ring on a square? Oh, you know, that is the question we've been asking ourselves for years, Rose Pentagle. That is the question. Also, Cool Cakes, I'm here. Sorry for being late. I was counting on Toy Cat being 30 minutes late. Yeah, look at that. Toy Cat shows up literally 5 minutes late, and people are like, I don't know what to do about this. Do you see that, internet? When people say, like, why don't you show up the exact minute that the stream time is for? Do you see how distraught I make people when I do that? See, next time someone wants to say that point, you know, you gotta look at the eyes that you'll be making sad when you do. So yeah, having this big lava pit here seems like a problem, but I would argue this is a big opportunity, chat. I'm gonna make the case for this being a huge opportunity, because it's removing some of the blocks that I have to mine, which means I just come right through here, easy peasy, and I'll come back on the other side, and life will be good. I don't want to watch Season 2 of Fallout when it comes up. Season 1 was too much for me. I have not heard that opinion before, but I respect it. By the way, look at something cool here. At this distance, because I think simulation distance on Realms is 4 chunks, you can see that the outside world goes away and comes back. I love weird quirks like that. Chat, my local McDonald's randomly closed, no warning. A sign appeared saying they were closing on the day it came up. They haven't told McDonald's nor delivery companies. Yeah, that's really weird. McDonald's is, like, famously, like, one of the biggest landlords out there. So usually they don't, you know, usually they get to... Unless your local McDonald's is, like, in a train station or a shopping center, in which case, like, there's probably still a negotiation that has to go on. Turn everything into moss, make your life easier. Yeah, that is an argument, but... So I'm still off the belief, maybe foolishly at this point, that I'm going to want to use all of this stone at some point. And so if I'm going to use all of this stone at some point, it makes sense to collect it, right? You know, if you follow me on that logic. I'm going to grab a shulker box and just fill it with stone now, rather than, like, bringing it home every time. So let's grab that shulker box. And let's then go out to probably kill a baby zombie chicken jockey. Because I want that disc, chat. You know, I can't update this world until I have all the discs. Because you might know, in a homage to the 4G Easter egg, there's discs everywhere in the world. Can't be putting this out otherwise. Recession indicator says KMB 600. You know, KMB, if you're if you don't mind me saying, you're quite businessy minded. How do you feel about the recession indicator meme? Do you think it's fun? Do you think it's silly? You know, I think that's always my question when someone is like really involved with something that hits the public mainstream. Is like, is this cool for you, or is this like, oh no, the world is looking at us for our lamest thing? Do you at least have a baby chicken jockey yet? I do not have a baby chicken jockey yet. I am sad to report that none have been forthcoming. I think I've got a shulker box up here that I'm going to bring with me. Yeah, perfect. I don't have to remove from the big pile. I'll just put this in the cave. And it's going to be raining, which probably means I should be able to find some hostile mobs earlier. Okay, so according to the stats, 0.75%... Again, I'm just trusting a random guy here. This has led me astray many a time, but I'm just going to do it again anyway. According to the stats of some random guy on this live stream, 15% of baby zombies can ride mobs. Therefore, 0.75% of zombies, because 5% of zombies are babies, 15% of babies are jockeys, will be able to ride a chicken. There's a small chance we get a chicken jockey just by default, but what I'm counting on is getting this guy and working out that way. Curious, what do you do with the extra discs? Oh, do you mean when I get more than one copy? I just have a big chest. Some people are like, Toy Cat, I solved your music disc hunt. Look, I found a disc full of a chest full of discs. And it's like, well, not really, but I appreciate the enthusiasm, you know? So yeah, I am going to kill zombies because it is easy. And I'll kill creepers as well. My creeper farm stopped working, chat. I can't express how distraught that makes me. I should probably look at how creeper farms work now and maybe fix it. But I have enough gunpowder to cover me for like a while. So I'm hoping it doesn't come to that. I'm just becoming a little bit more cautious with my fireworks again. As you can see, I've got 11 in my inventory. Haven't used a single one today, chat. I'm basically saving the planet with how many fewer flights I've been doing. Anyway, when we do a video on checking out others' world/realms, says Devon Mac. So Devon Mac, I feel really cynical when people ask me that. And there's two reasons why. Hey, okay, we got a baby zombie. There's a 15% chance. Hey, iron! It's got close to 0 value to me, but not quite 0, which is cool. I can use that for something. So this guy has a chance of being able to ride a chicken. And there should be a chicken around here somewhere if I'm lucky. There is not. So we'll lead him over to my other chickens. He won't ride a zombie villager. I think he'll only ride a zombie. So let's get him over to my chickens and see if he'll become a jockey. But yeah, usually if they're riders, they'll try to immediately get on someone. Use Riptide plus Elytra. It's so much more fun. You know, what I really want, what I'm begging Mojang to add this. Add the spinneret to the base game, you know? That's what I desperately actually want Mojang to do. So come get me. Run towards the chickens. Do you see them? I don't know. Are you okay? I don't think he's okay. So I'm assuming he's not a jockey because he's right. Okay, I can't even get close to him to move him. Okay, there we go. Come this way. You see these fellas? Be nice if you could ride one, right? No, he's not interested. So I'll just kill him. I want to make sure I don't kill my my chickens. And so we've got 2 baby zombies. Statistically, we'll go through another 5 or 6. It's a perfectly chill thing for me to do, though. I like running around in the rain. It feels kind of cool. What's the percent for a disc dropping? I'm glad you asked, Cat. It's 100%, as I understand it. I've never had it not happen. You have to kill the baby zombie, though. You can't kill the chicken first, or he's not a chicken jockey. Minecraft were very thorough in their implementation in that way. So yeah, we just kill mobs to make sure the spawn cap goes down. But it is probably handy to pick up a bunch of extra bones anyway, right? And again, we're healing up my pickaxe as I'm using it. So it's one of these, like, holistic, we get to do something that helps out another thing. Which just feels good. Something about synergy feels good to the human brain. At least my human brain. So, He's distracted by your prison labor under that grass, says Jeff Kalin. Maybe that's what it is. You know, I hope he doesn't know. The companies have just removed McDonald's from all the sites, and it closed on Monday. Yeah, that's very, very suspicious. You know, I don't... Okay, Xavier, I assume you live in... You know, I don't know how much your location is something you want to share, but I assume you live in a big city based on things you've said here. Maybe the biggest city of all of them. And tell me if you agree with this, but I'm amazed at how popular McDonald's is here. It's like one of the biggest benefits to living in London, or living in any city, is food. One of the reasons that it's worth, you know, spending, you know, what does a studio flat cost, like $2,200 a month or something? One of the reasons that it is worth spending that much is because of the diversity of, you know, attractions and things like food. But McDonald's is like so popular that it like spins that on its head, and people will pay. And you know, like you might think, oh, because McDonald's is cheap, and it's like if you get McDonald's delivered, it's not cheap anymore. They managed to convince people that paying £15 for 2 burgers is cheap, but it's not, right? Like that's objectively kind of expensive. And also, what if you don't want 2 burgers? Just got a red lobster ad. Finally a fitting ad for these streams. You know what, Dasher? I haven't had a lobster roll in over a week now. I'm really letting the side down on this one. I've actually been I think I mentioned, like, I'm trying to really work out what it is that like made my stomach dump. It made my stomach dump. That's a normal thing stomachs do, and also you probably didn't want to hear it, but and one of the things I'm like testing is just like, what if it's fat in general? So I'm gonna try, but I guess like I need to try cheese without also trying a bunch of other fats, I guess. That'd be the real test. Because I don't want it to be that I can't eat cheese, chat. I love cheese too much. By the way, what % of chicken jockeys will suffer from house fire? Guess what? Chicken jockeys are unable to subscribe to the IBX Toycat YouTube channel, and therefore they are part of the 99. Hey, we got a baby zombie here, but we got 2. They are part of the greater than 99.9% that will have to watch out for that. So that's a third one there, right? No, that's a wolf. So we'll see if they can ride a wolf. If they can, I'm going to have to kill the wolf. But it is an easier test than getting them to a... Oh, no. Sadly, chat, neither of these guys are jockeys, so we will just kill them. I know that seems very weird to do, but if they can't ride a wolf, they can't ride a chicken. It feels like they should be able to, right? It just feels... But again, we're not using feelings, we're using facts. Because those are a better way to decide your life. Just after I said, oh yeah, here's this non-fact-based feeling thing I do. Although maybe the reason people like McDonald's is feelings over facts. I don't care what the price is, I want McDonald's. That's why I said this morning, chat. I'll give a really brief. I know. I don't like talking about health stuff. I feel like it's just like boring. It's like it's I feel like there are 2 types of things in life. There are things there are things you talk about because other people want to hear, and there are things you talk about because you want to say. You know, I try my best to talk about things that I think people would like to hear about. At the very least, you know, that are a balance between the 2. Whereas I feel like, you know, if you tell me like, oh yeah, I had a stomach infection and I took this, it's like, okay, that's great. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I think for some people though, it's like, oh yeah, if I care about someone, I want to hear those things. I want to see what's up with them. So just in case that is the case, skip forward 30 seconds if not. But yeah, I went to the hospital on Wednesday because I had like a, I was getting like sick and my ear was like getting filled with weird gunk. Like it was just enough like things stacking together that I assumed like the thing that was the ear spider that I didn't manage to evict maybe had become a bigger problem. But I went to the hospital and they were like, okay, you clearly do have some form of other problem. Maybe it is an infection or something. But I tell you what, just take these antibiotics and you'll be good. And you know, I know antibiotics are like the good stuff because eventually they're gonna stop working. But you know, when you get permission to use them, it's good. It's like, yeah, this will kill everything in you. And what's even better is it's not like oral. It's like it's one I'm gonna take in my ear. So they were like, oh yeah, I see it's your 30th birthday on Sunday. It's all cool. You can drink. Yeah, so I'm not ruining my birthday or anything, which is great. Okay, there we go. There's your update. I've been feeling a little rough, feeling a lot better. Probably placebo. Except for the heat. And there you go. See, there's your full life update on me. By the way, as it turns out, spiders are not the most unique things in Toy Cat's ears. Oh, yeah, the weird thing is, like, she gave it a look in there with, like, is it a stethoscope? I don't know what it's called. But she gave it a proper good look in there. Oh, God. And she was like, oh, yeah, there's some debris. I was like, I don't like the term ear debris. But I guess that's what I had. So, chat, we've gone through 4 baby zombies now. So in a couple more, we should get it. But it's fine. Dairy is fine about a gallbladder if you take lactase pills. It's the really fatty foods like ribs that are brutal without one. So I think I have a gallbladder, to be clear. Are you suggesting that I don't have one? Should I be concerned? Are you a medical doctor I should trust? Also, you think upper management just randomly ordered the devs to add a lava chicken jockey disc? You know, I have to imagine, at an organization like Mojang, it couldn't have worked that way. It had to be that they were like, we're thinking of doing this, what do you guys think? And I think that there's probably a lot of those conversations where they say, oh, yeah, what do you guys think? Before just doing what they wanted to do anyway. But I also think that probably, you know, I think the biggest proof that developers do have a say over the business side of Minecraft is the cape situation. Like, a lot of Mojang developers found out they were adding a cape in-game for buying a cape in real life. And as soon as they found out, they made some internal, you know, petitions. And then, mysteriously, the cape that you buy in real life did not give you a Minecraft cape anymore. I think that is like a sign that there is, like, you know, a decent amount of employee power. Or at the very least, you know, like, they are a company that wants to keep their employees on side. It's called an octoscope. I work in hearing care. Oh, awesome, Chris Smith. Can you tell me if this spider in my eye will leave anytime soon? My spider in my ear. God, I don't want spiders in my ear. My eye. So, only 65 likes. Oh, chat. According to Distorted... Oh, wait. Sorry, no. I'm sorry, Distorted Angle. About your negative... your suicidal thoughts. But according to Eric Gauthier, we have only 65 likes. I'm not big on telling people to like the stream, because it doesn't actually benefit me in any meaningful way. But I think it does benefit you when you like a stream. I think it's like a cool way to be like... Because, you know, like, I think that people like being members, tipping, chatting. There are lots of... But it's like the most passive way that you can support something, right? There's no conversation. There's no, like, ooh, this comes at the expense of me buying some Haribo later. Speaking of buying Haribo later, Rubens, thank you for offering me some Haribo. I just got all of the Creeper music discs recently, and I'm trying to get the rest. Glad to catch the stream. Hope you're doing desert well. Thank you for hoping that I am doing desert well. Rubens, Radiance. I hope that you are, in fact, doing desert well, too. Anyway, they should add a cape when you complete all the advancements. Says not an axolotl. Oh, yeah. I think that is small enough scale that they should just do it. I think that, you know, if it became, you know, if people started using those achievement worlds, then they would start using those. Like, I think that would be a fine thing. Like, it would be a not terrible thing. Or, like, you know, not so bad that they shouldn't do it for it. I think that Minecraft should 100% have a when you complete the achievements cape. I think, though, there is an argument that, like, that would force people to play the game in a different way. And it's like, well, every game already sort of does. I like the idea of having cosmetics based on something you do in the game. Francisco Mendoza! That is the most Spanish name I've seen in a while. Thank you for becoming the 407th channel member. Welcome to the very cool, very cat club. Okay, so we're doing 5 blocks down as our ratio, chat. So 5 blocks here. Yep, 5 blocks here. Gets us to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gets us down another layer. And then there's a bit of a problem with what we do about this lava, but it's one we're going to ignore for now, so we can work on the rest of this by digging over here. Yeah, help treat High Spider. Medical care is so expensive in my country, chat. I need urgent donations so I can pay for this medical care that I am needing. I actually think what might be fun is if I dig underneath the rest of this mine shaft. So I'll leave this mine shaft here, and I'll dig some of these blocks, like, below it. Kind of like it's a glide map going through a cave. I really like that idea. Because I bet that by the time I get here, I'll be, like, quite a few blocks down anyway. So let's just dig a tunnel for now. Keep things simple. I think this is a really fun idea. My face has always been green. I'm just showing it now. Also, yeah, chat, also Ear Spider. You know, Ear Spider, Eye Spider. You know, I Spy. I'm starting to understand all of a sudden why that game is called that. It's a game you play with the spiders you make in your eyes. Anyway, yeah, it's very, very, I have actually seen people be like, yes, medical care is so expensive in UK. And that, you know, there's an argument that, like, because you pay via taxes, arguably you are paying a percentage of your earnings. And therefore, if you earn if you pay enough in taxes every year, arguably it becomes more expensive than private systems. But I also think that, like, it's actually, by the metric that most people would, like, use, which is, like, the cost as a percent of GDP, it's, like, quite cheap. So it looks like I didn't go quite far enough before replacing this. So now I'll just start from over here, remove some blocks until I get down there. Do you even have the option of paid healthcare in the UK? Yeah, it's quite a niche one. It's like, if you work for a, like, I don't know anyone who pays for their own private healthcare, but I do know quite a few people who get it with their job. But it's largely the same doctors, the same hospitals, just you'll get some slight amount of priority in some cases. Yeah, it's like, we do in fact have private healthcare. And but I think what's interesting is because of the fact that if you make the government alternative that is free good enough, they have to really compete on, like, getting you. Like, I know, I say this all the time as someone who, like, wants things to be good, as someone who buys things with my money, and I want to get more for. I think one of the best things you can have is, like, there are some things that the government mandates you to buy, and by doing, like, I think car insurance is an example of, like, well, now you can be charged any price for that. Like, there's an upwards cost pressure from the fact that no matter how badly you don't want something, you need to buy it anyway. That's bad, right? Whereas the inverse is true if you have a government version of something that's very good and free. Now it's really hard to get people to actually want to spend money on it, because why would you spend money on the paid version of something that can be had for free? And so there's a lot of, like, all the private healthcare insurance is, like, very, like, lifestyle perks focused, but in a way that's actually, like, kind of cool, because you, like, there's Vitality is the big one. They'll give you an Apple Watch, and it's yours to keep as long as you walk, like, 10,000 steps a day, you know, like, enough days in a month or something. I might be confusing the promotion there, but, like, you get a discount on your premiums if you go to some number of, like, preventative healthcare screenings. Like, there's a lot of, like, clever, like, getting you to look after yourself stuff in there that I kind of like. Anyway, yeah, with that said, have you just collected your Genesis block? I just found mine, the block at 000. Oh, that's a really fun concept, Polly E. I'm pretty sure I would have mined out my Genesis block, as you call it, because I have the big beacon at 000. That's my theory. Also, Red Fiat, I've been watching you for a while, and I've just realized we have the same birthday. Yours is on the 13th, right? Or am I wrong? It is! Happy birthday, brothers, Red Feet. Wait, are you just Red Feet? Why are your feet so red? Tell me about your username. But yeah, I think that's crazy. So, does anyone else share a birthday? Statistically, there should be more than 2 of us in here. You know, by actual stats, it could be not, but, like, I think the odds of people sharing a birthday in a room this big gets quite high, and so maybe there's someone else with the same birthday in here. Also, I've done 12k today. Lamau, I average 5k. Yeah, if you were saving, like, if you got a free Apple Watch, would you walk 5,000 steps a day for it? I guess I'm making the assumption that an Apple Watch is a desirable product. Might be a bit of a reach, but yeah, I don't know. It is Red Feet, yes, and happy early birthday. How old are you turning, Red Feet? I need to know about why your feet are red. I've got a lot of questions. I'll avoid them for now. Dasher is every day. Dasher is every day. Oh, that's crazy. Like the song. So I'm going to put my Rotten Flesh in here. I probably should just start trading it straight with the zombie villagers that give me these. Or the regular villagers, I guess. If it is free, yes, I would. Yeah, that's the fun thing. It's like, well, The alternative to private healthcare is free, and a lot of people think it's good enough. I think people like say it's bad, but I think it's like it's good enough. You know, it's not. I think it's like very regional dependent. I've really changed my mind on how good the NHS is after living in London. A lot of people, like most people I know who live in London, are like, oh yeah, after living in London, I see. You know, this is why I feel like I'm glad I have private healthcare. I have a lot of like corporate friends like that. But for me, I don't know. I'm very lucky that my hospital is incredible. One of the best. So the mini mod is bonfire night. The birthday. I thought you were saying like it's their bonfire night tonight. And I'm like, wait, but you don't get a different bonfire night based on your... Do you actually? I decided to have that. Yeah, November 5th is a pretty cool one. I think that sharing a birthday with a major holiday usually sucks. But I feel like that changes if it's a minor holiday. Like Halloween would be a cool birthday. Because you would be able to get people arranged for a party anyway. It's just that every year, you'd have to have a lot of costume parties for your birthday, you know? So Halloween, great birthday. November the 5th, you can already do fireworks for your birthday. It's going to be in season, right? Christmas, on the other hand, it's going to suck as a birthday. I bet especially if you have a sibling, because you'll see that your sibling gets the same stuff, but you'll be told, like, this is for your birthday and for Christmas. And you're gonna want to die as you hear that said, and you're not gonna, you're gonna be like, well, I guess I get to lose. When you're a kid, a birthday is like it's the only day of the year that you get to live like a rich person. I mean, unless you are a rich person and your parents also act like you're rich people. But from my understanding, most parents do not do that. So it's the one day of the year you get to be like, oh, bring me this thing. I have an expensive desire. I would like, you have to like save them up, and so having 2 tokens for a free gift be used on the same day, absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. My birthday is 2/22. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's too close to Valentine's Day. But that means you get a freebie if you forget Valentine's Day. Or is it so close that if you forget Valentine's Day, you kind of lose your birthday from a potential partner? Or is it that your partner won't plan you a birthday because they're busy planning Valentine's Day? My birthday is September 14th, says Floppy. Yeah, that's far enough away from 9/11 that people have stopped being bummed out, I think. I think you're lucky. I think you go I think you go like 4 days earlier, and people are gonna, people party till midnight. It hits 001, and all of a sudden no. All of a sudden the mood in the room is gonna shift a little bit, I think that's the real problem. I share my birthday of the Minecraft winter drop. That's pretty cool, Ruby Doo. What expensive desires do you have for this year's birthday? What I really want to do, I think most of the like adult expensive decisions I've made, like outside of like maybe tech, like I own an Xbox and a PlayStation and a Switch this generation. I think that's ludicrous personally, but most of the like actual big things I've ever purchased as like a real treat for myself have been like aviation related, like flights to fun places or flights in fun planes or whatever. I would really, really, really like to fly at some point on a private jet. I've looked into it and it's ludicrously expensive. But there's a cheap way of doing it if you book like a plane that is already going somewhere anyway, basically. So I've been looking into that. I had one like perfectly like set up, and then it fell through yesterday or Thursday. Today? I guess it fell through yesterday. By the way, this guy is not a chicken jockey, to the best of my knowledge. He is not going to. Damn it, chat. They're just not spawning like I want them to spawn. But I'll kick you. Oh, we got a spider jockey. Do I get a disc for that one, chat? Damn. Didn't even. So we'll go find another baby chicken. So we've gone through 5 baby zombies now. Therefore, terrible maths says the next one should be it. My daughter's November 3rd, so she has Halloween-y themed parties and fireworks. Yeah, that's pretty questionable, right? Oh, there we go. We got one, chat. We got one. Oh, yes. This is a baby zombie jockey. A jockey baby zombie. Let's get him over to my chickens. Okay. I can't mess this up, chat. I really can't mess this up. Or I can, but I don't want to. I'm going to heal up my pickaxe fully. As you can see, this has been a fruitful evening task. And then we're going to just lure him over here. And as soon as we kill the zombie, he's going to try and get on the nearest mob. Which should be these chickens. Oh, God. Get out of my way. It's kind of funny. The baby zombie jumping on the big zombie literally just makes him slower, chat. It's like the worst ride you could hitch. Okay, so now he's gonna... There, he's done it. It's a chicken jockey. Yeah. It's amazing we can get him on a lead, by the way, isn't it? But now if we kill him... Yay! We did it. That's the disc. It looks like the chicken pooped it out, but I don't care. We have officially gotten it, chat. Hyper Potions, Lava Chicken, in my Let's Play world. It took me 7,009 days, but I have every single music disc once again. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I got Other Side like a year and a half after it came out. But I'm like 99% sure I have all the discs. So now, yeah, woohoo! It's exciting. I love little moments of accomplishment like this one. Hopefully you do too. So now I think the only fitting thing to do, chat. I kind of want to get another one, honestly, but I think the most fitting thing to do at this point would be to play it in a music disc box, in a jukebox, if you will. That only took 45 minutes. Nice. Yeah, I'm very impressed. I was starting to feel like it might be grindy. I do want to get a second one now, because obviously you need the spare. Chicken. I'm gonna put this away, because I guess we won't listen to Relic for a while. There are 21 music discs now. Do you have 5? Yeah, I definitely have 5. I have a few copies, I think. By the way, we also have this dog painting. I saw something I really liked with the dog. I felt like there are so many silly things you can do with this painting. Give it, put it behind your wall. Your wall villager needs enrichment. Have I put a villager behind here? Where's my wall villager? I genuinely, I think that Minecraft has a bit of a problem of like corporatizing memes or whatever, but I think that this one is actually a banger. You know, they hired a really decent, studio for this. Like this is I think a good example of like trying to corporatize a meme, if only because they're paying like good artists to do something cool. Very hot here, but I've got some cold water. It's making my life good. I figured that would add to it. Apparently the bell just overpowers it. It's so good, chat. Like, it's so silly to go, like, this level on it, too. Like, they were asking, like, is this too much? And Mojang were like, more. It's great. We'll definitely listen to that another time before the stream is over. So I would like to get a second disc so I can have one to listen to and one to hide around my world. Because, again, I genuinely think, I hate to concede it, but it's one of my favorite discs. You should make a lava chicken shack. Ah, a lava chicken shack in my world, huh? What am I, Steve? The answer is no, I'm not Steve. Okay, so now that I've finished with that, if my pickaxe gets hurt anymore, actually I'll be killing some hostile mobs. I don't need to consider using these yet. So let's get back into the mines and let's get this going. The guy has a fun name, if I remember correctly. The Lava Potions guy? I want to know what his fun name is now. You got me curious, Dasher. You got me so curious. Okay, so after 5 blocks here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're going to go down another one. And we'll keep this ratio roughly maintained for as long as we can. Just so it's like we can pick a steady angle and stick to it, you know? Then after this, we'll go down another block. And this will give us a good bit of mining to do for now, before we work on anything else. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of children enjoy it. That's the only thing that matters. Yeah, I have to concede. There's a lot of things where you look at it and you go, yep, I'm not the audience. And I think that that's like a healthy... I think that's something that like children themselves are incapable of doing, right? That's why I was annoyed by, you know, what were then effectively children in the... you know, like 11, 12, 13-year-olds being like, I know what good music is, and it came from the past. Like, I don't think children are capable of understanding taste. I think that you have to be quite mature to understand, like, that taste is both subjective, but then also you need to later understand, like, oh yeah, and within taste, there are trends and there are changes. There are things that, like, I think something that really, I was playing a game yesterday, chat. It's this new Japanese one on Games Pass. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But there's a really quirky part of that game where you get to set a price for things, and young people don't like high prices. Like they want things to be, you know, quite cheap, and they've got like tastes that vary a lot. Whereas the old people in that game use price as a signal. Like they have been around long enough that like they don't know what makes something good or bad. Also, I think I have a zombie spawner around here. That is an incredible find. Can you believe this, chat? I just have a zombie spawn. This is such a what a perfect time, or maybe perfectly imperfect time to find it. What a crazy time to find that. So it's weird. This is a double chest. I'm worried. I'm not going to open this. I'm going to put a little sign on it saying I haven't opened this yet. Do I keep any signs on me? But I think that's what I should do. I'm going to move this torch to like down there. Just to make it as far away as possible so that this can still spawn mobs. I want some zombies, chat. I think kids could have picked the music up from the parents. Yeah, I need to... I think that's a real possibility too. I think my mother was really into ABBA, and she was like, oh yeah, it was what my parents, you know, my grandparents played around the house. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. Like, but also it's like, I thought it was like self-aware for someone to be like, oh yeah, this is the music that was just around. And so it is the music that I like. So yeah, now I think I said I'd concede there was a hypocrite inside of me, chat. So let me do that concession right now. I think if I, you know, like to actually find to find music that like I vibe with, generally when places start playing like 90s, 2000s music, you know, like statistically the music of my formative years, I start like, you know, that's like my favorite music outside of video game music, or like, you know, I think video game music, because even like the most non-video game music I like is literally because it's in games. I know that makes me weird. I know that that's not the standard, but guess what? I am not the standard. It is something I have come to accept about myself, chat. But yeah, I'm not like the other girls. I'm just, you know, I'm different, you know. But more seriously, it's most of the music I like is video game music. But if I'm not listening to specifically video game or specifically like a genre of music I like from a game, it's like, oh yeah, when they start playing the 90s music, it makes me go crazy, you know. Well, this is an ancient spawner. Yeah, so if you look at this spawner right here, right? Is it up there or is it up here? I need to, like, dig a staircase back up to that, I guess. There we go. It perfectly works. Yeah, this spawner, if you look at it, it's at X minus 433. Wait, no, that's crazy. So if it was 432, it would have generated with the Xbox 360. There should be a wall right here, chat. But amazingly, Minecraft Xbox 360 hasn't created one. Oh, I think that's why there's a double chest here. This chest is from my Xbox 360 world. This spawner is from my Xbox One world. Chat, amazing. I think that is incredibly true. I think that, genuinely, this is old world. This is new world. I'd have to go back and check that, obviously. I kind of want to now. I think that's crazy. So yeah, a fun little piece of history, if you will. You love to see it. So, I don't know what to do about it besides, like, maybe dig it out or something like that. I want to make it more clear that it's here. So maybe I could, like, remove a few blocks around it that could, like, point in the correct direction. Yeah, if I, like, remove enough of these blocks, it becomes clear it's not just a few random pieces of stone, but it is, in fact, a spawner. So, yeah, I listen to all sorts of music. If I like the sound, it's great to me, but a lot of music I listened to in my childhood hits different due to nostalgia. Yeah, that's what it is, right? Like, I think... I don't really like music. I think that's my actual take. Like, yeah, there's no type of music where I'm like, yeah, let's just spend an hour listening to that and seeing if I like it. I think it's healthy if you have that opinion, but it's not my opinion. My opinion is like, I like music because I like music. Usually because there's like an emotional attachment to a song, and therefore statistically there's more emotional attachment to songs, you know, that I've, you know, like had some experience with. You can't be that special because Dan TDM has a whole radio show playing just game music. Dan TDM has a radio show? How did that get set up? You know, so today I saw a YouTube short from Mogswamp. And in that YouTube short, he actually had been sponsored by Minecraft. Minecraft sponsored a Is the background, like, oddly, strangely green, chat? I think it is. Does that help? Man, it sucks. I went through so much effort doing this the manual way. Nowadays, you can just get, like, an AI feature that will key out your background for you. And I'm doing it incorrectly, apparently. There should... You know, I don't know why this camera doesn't have it, actually. Filters. Is there just a way by now to just, like... there's not... It's crazy, because this shouldn't be here. Anyway, yeah, I was like, man, how do you even get in the conversations for Minecraft to sponsor you to make a Minecraft video, right? I think this has happened to be enough in my, like, professional career. And I've realized every time you get close to the people in them, it's not that there's some secret Illuminati club, which is what it feels like from the outside. Like, oh, yeah, the other people just get invited to do cool things and you don't. Yep, on Classic FM. Oh, that's super cool. I'm amazed. Being a radio DJ would be a cool thing to say that you did. The Toycat has stink fumes coming off him. Look, guys, it is hot, and I haven't showered since this morning, but the stink fumes, super goofy. So yeah, let's empty out our inventory of non-important blocks. Turn off that light, you'll boil alive. Oh, I've had all my lights on this entire time. It's like extra heat, but in the evenings the sun is away, or at least it's. In the evening I can open my window, which means that every now and then a big breath of or big wave of fresh air comes in, and it's the best thing in the world. It is the nice thing about being hot is when you get cold again. It feels so good. Whereas when you're always cold, you start thinking to yourself, like, wouldn't it be nice to be hot? I've spent enough time in the cold to appreciate, no, never. I would rather be this cold forever. Minecraft sponsoring videos feels so bizarre to me. Yeah, if you look into it, though, it's something all game studios do. And it's kind of like, it's like a really clever way to... like, make sure that creators know there is a benefit to being positive towards you as a company. You know, like, I think a lot of things in life, you get a benefit from being more negative than positive. And it's like a way to push that balance the other way. But to this day, chat, I will mention this till the day I die. Minecraft YouTubers, back in the day, got huge checks from Fortnite. You know, we're talking thousands of dollars to play Fortnite for a single video. A lot of the Minecraft friends in my circles got these. But I didn't get one because I was already playing Fortnite. And so, you know, one of my biggest financial mistakes in life has been playing Fortnite. You know, I guess really, that's the quote right there. Fortnite, not even once, chat. You don't want to know the damage it will do to your finances. But I'll mention that till the day I die. That, like, man, if only... Why, if someone had warned me that I'd be paid to play the game, I wouldn't have I mean, I guess I still would have played it for free. I guess really, if someone had told me how big Fortnite was going to be, I probably would have played it less, funnily enough. Because I think that Minecraft is quite unique in that you can play the game for a few years. I think the average... Also, do we just get 2 iron ingots in, like, 4 zombies? Where was this luck when I needed it for super flat? I mean, I have looting, but, like, still, it's incredible stuff. Anyway, so we're gonna look for more baby zombie chicken jockeys, or more baby zombies that can ride mobs. If we don't find them, we don't find them. I'm just gonna kill creepers in the meantime, because again, I shouldn't be doing this. You can tell that it's bad, chat, because you can tell it's bad because the creeper blew up, and you can see there's multiple other explosion holes here. This is not a first-time situation. So we'll patch that up. Hopefully get it perfect. Oh, not quite get it perfect. Yeah, definitely not getting that perfect. So we'll kill a few other creepers, and then I'll go into my hole for the night. The zombies... So yeah, we got a skeleton jockey again. But no baby zombie jockey. That's okay. We'll keep looking, but just casually, you know? Just casually. It'll be fine. Wool villager misses you. I entirely forgot that I put a villager in my wool dasher. And even right now, I'm like, where is the wool villager? I have no idea. Future Toy Cat will discover it and be horrified, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm mainly an EDM fan, but I like all types of music. Is your AC working? Oh, I don't turn it on when I'm recording. So, like, genuinely, I was like, okay, if me having it on versus me not having it on, like, if me having it on allows me to record, it's worth having on. But I got a comment that was just like, Toy Cat, your AC's so loud, man. I got a few comments. This green screen thing, I am upset. It is such a simple... Again, I put so much work into solving a problem that literally doesn't need to be solved anymore. It's still not fixed, right? Still not fixed. Let's... What do I do? Oops, light color key. Why is the light a different color today? Why must you curse me? Green screen. I guess I'll turn up one of my lights, so like... There we go. Okay, that still didn't actually fix things. I am amazed. I guess it's the extra light coming in from outside. It's usually dark when I record these. But it's summer right now. Anyway, so yeah, I had a mini split AC. It's super quiet and efficient too. Yeah, there's a funny thing about AC. I have AC installed in my bedroom and my living room, but I couldn't get it installed up here. I live in an attic. It's a diagonally sloped... Whatever, they wouldn't do it by the time I worked it out. Yeah, I should just get, like, a really quiet fan. I think that might be my next, like, option. Of, like, it won't be as good as AC, but it will cool me down. Because, you know, mini split is the solution, but that's going to require, like, an external thing. What I really want is, like, just a powerful unit that is also near silent, that is also portable. But yeah, I'm a very, very, very big thing. What if you paint the screen purple? That might be a good solution. Yeah, no, it's one of the funniest things. I put loads of effort into getting a green screen set up, chat. Or I had a blue screen set up before this. So I put a bunch of effort into, like, getting that set up. And then, like, whenever, like, I have someone actually edit the green screen, instead of using the perfectly keyed green I have, they'll have a button in their editing software that's like, remove that keying, and they're like, yeah, of course I want to do this. It's kind of a funny thing, really. They must just want you to burn. That's what it is. It really, like, so I've got a temperature monitor here. It is regularly like 30, it was 32 degrees earlier today. So what I had to do is I had to plan out everything I was going to say as much as I physically could outside of my office. I came up here for, I think it was 45 minutes of recording, and then I go down literally dripping in sweat, and then I, you know, can plan for the next recording session. So I got like a short done today, and I finished one of my like big, you know, like I'm really strict with like tracking how much time I spend working, just because I'm like curious, right? Like, I want to know if I feel like I've had a hard week at work. Have I been working a lot of hours? I want to know if I feel like it's been an easy week. How's it been? You know, I want to measure my subjective feelings against the objective reality, I guess is what I'm saying. And I've worked an ungodly number of hours on this video so far, chat. I think it's been like 6 or 7 3-hour sessions plus the hour of recording today, plus 2 hours of like preparing, you know, the last little notes of what I was gonna say. So it's like 20 hours for a video. Then we're gonna pay like, you know, a lot of hours for editing. It's one of those big ones, but like it's exciting. I feel like more and more like every time I'm just about to release one of these, I'm like, this is the best idea ever. Why am I not doing this all the time? And then I release one, I'm like, oh yeah, that's why. I think that weirdly the channel is like actually better set up for like quick fire video. I think people the numbers show that like the most watched videos consistently are news, but the ones that will actually break 1 million or 2 million are like, here is something cool about Minecraft. And so am I meant to go for the consistent 100k or the, you know, 1 in 50 shot at 1 million? It's the casino thing I was talking about before. Like every job is a casino job, whether you know it or not. Or every business is a casino business. Like even if you work at literally a petrol station, just selling petrol to people, you know, if that is your whole business, it's like, well, then there's a lot of variability in that business, because some days not a lot of people are going to come by wanting petrol, and some days a lot of people are. I think the green screen problem's a reflection of you, because when you were moving, so is the green haze behind you. Okay, so maybe if I stand just a little bit better. Have we fixed it? No. See, it's to my right there. It is kind of miasmering over there a little bit more than over here. But if I sit on this side of my screen... Oh, that fixes it. Okay. I'll just sit over here, chat. All good problems can be solved with a good sit. Why did I move this? Was I intending to, like, set it down further away? Probably was my plan. It's not full. So yeah, chat, now that I've got my lava chicken jockey disc, the time has finally come to work out what to do with all this stone. I really like the idea of a manga cube, but I got some curiosity about what else we should go for. But yeah, chat, so something weird. I don't want to admit this, but I try to be open and honest even with my weird feelings of the internet. Today I just had this feeling of like, you know what? I want to do a stream, but I want to do one of those streams where it's like, you know, we get to be social and learn about people. Because, you know, sometimes those are my favorites. I'll learn weird facts, like Red Feet shares a birthday with me. I'll learn Adam Sony lives in the 1980s. I guess I already knew that of a traditional housewife role. Yeah, I want to learn about you, Gwenji. The chair is filling the room with green smoke as it's upset you won't let it stream. It has been a while since I let the chair stream. I can imagine that is very upsetting for it, actually. You've got a very, very solid point. It's a very, very good point you raised right there. So now we're going to be way too low down for the staircase that we've made, which means we'll need to lower the staircase. Or just, I don't know, like do this. There we go. And we'll shovel it down here. Love a good bit of removing that. Yeah, they are big in the industry. Brutally heavy. Love it. Wait, what's big in the industry? I don't know anymore. The thing from the 1980s. Isn't it amazing that I can say something, and there's only a 15-second delay on chat now. I think it might even be 5 seconds. But in the time that it takes someone to respond to me, let's say it takes 30 seconds, because they take 15 seconds, 20 seconds to write out their message, and I'll be like, I have no idea what they are talking about. They could be... I think they're responding to someone else. They can't be talking to me. Yeah, also, happy birthday, Toy Cat. Was it this week? It is this weekend. Yeah, I've streamed on my birthday a lot of days, a lot of years past. I think I might stream the day before my birthday this year. I want you to know, Xavier genuinely believed I had 10 kids because of your jokes. I mean, it's not weird to genuinely believe the truth. Also, we've all learned the important stuff. You're right, actually. We've, I think we've gotten it all done. Also, did you play the recently found Lego Minecraft build? No, what is that? pal. You've got to tell me. Share the secrets with me. If you have to do it privately, you can. Also, hey, we got more mineshaft. That was just what I needed, chat. I was thinking one more mineshaft. That'll be where things turn around. That'll be the moment. But, it's the chair who's producing the fumes, not me, I swear. It's the swag. It's the chair's swag. It's not me. I don't know what chair swag means, but in this context, it definitely is the chair. So catching out to speech bridge, it's so easy and useful. I think it's a really cool technique. I'd love to learn to do it, but I have not, no. I was talking about Slaughtered Prevail, the Russian metal band. Oh, cool. Okay. Yep, definitely no idea about that. Definitely, that means it wasn't talking to me, and therefore I was right to be confused. Thank you. That's what I love to hear. But yeah, I want to go back to your message, Gwenji. Tell me more about yourself. Whoa, only 4 minutes late. I hope this message isn't delayed till later in the stream. I typed it right at the beginning. Oh, you're living in the past, Gwenji. What's it like there? Are you more optimistic? Are you less jaded? Did you get the disc, Toy Cat? Yes, I did, Eric Minecrafter. The people at Omni Archive recently found a build of the old cancelled Lego Minecraft game. Yeah, I really wanna play around with that. That is fascinating. Hope you find some diamonds while digging. You know, I think actually, statistically I will, right, Dasher? Because I'm digging in old chunks. I'm getting quite close to diamond lair. So it's kind of cool that I might find some while we do this. Yeah, I think that's really cool, actually. Okay, so I have 2, says Adam Sony. I mean, it's a weird way to, like, I can see the typo there, like, you put a W instead of an E and a O instead of an N. It's an interesting way to word it. Unless, oh, no, I see what you're saying. You have 2 lots of 10. Like, you have two, would that be a decouplets? That makes sense. So, the stream starts buffering when he addresses me. Okay, so I have the opportunity to do the worst thing possible for you right now and say, Gwenji. Okay, sorry if I took out your internet for a good few years. But yeah, the stream, it's extremely easy on Bedrock Edition. I could tell you how if you want. Yeah, I'm very excited about the Lego thing, by the way, Pow. That does get me excited. That gets my engines revved. That's what people say in this situation, right? My engines are so ready to go. You wouldn't believe it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back with all of these blocks. Actually, I still don't need to technically, but I am still gonna pick up all of this coal here, except the coal that will be in the ground underneath this, because by the time I get here, it will definitely be like underground here. Pick up a few more of these blocks, and there we go. So it's a very, very, very messy pathway so far, but hopefully this is a more usable elytra tunnel. In fact, chat, let's test the elytra tunnel. Let's see if it's usable. By next time I come back in here, let's fly into it, right? That's the biggest test of quality that I can do. If it holds up to that test, it'll hold up to anything. I don't know what to do about this lava, though. You've been carrying that mason in your inventory for a year now, haven't you? Yep. Do you know how many times I've used it in that year, too? Boy, has it gotten some value. Does it have Windburst on? It doesn't even have Windburst on. It's not even the version. Also, I just watched a review of the 2300 BTU Enjoy Cool Portable Battery Capable, £14. Good reviews, if available near you. Oh, but 2300 BTU is nothing. I've got 9000 and it can't cool down this room efficiently. I think I need like, I think 9000 is enough for a small room. So 2300 is going to be enough for like what? Like a person standing in a cupboard. Or I guess it will be enough to cool you as a person, but not the room. Water tastes so good. Chat, that's the best, like, I talk a lot, you know, like, the best thing about not eating is food starts to taste good. The best thing about being hot is if you get a little bit dehydrated and your body starts giving you the signal of, like, water is the best thing ever. Yes, yes, yes. And I already like the taste of water. It's like if there was a heat condition that made me love kebabs more. It's like, wow, I'm already happy to eat a kebab, but I guess we'll go for another one, huh? The tunnel's pretty cool so far, says Red Feet. Thank you, Red Feet. So Red Feet, you say you've been watching for a while. How did you find the channel? This is my market research. But more seriously, it is something that I think is like useful for me to hear about. Like, always curious. Always curious. God, I need water. Yeah, see, Dasher, you're so easily influenced. That's why I need to tell you about my latest sponsor, Minecraft. Have you considered mining while you craft or crafting while you mine? If you have, play Minecraft. It's the free game. It's not free. It's free if you have Games Pass or if you already own it. And it is kind of wild. Like who doesn't own Minecraft? Who's like, oh wow, new Minecraft update, huh? Guess now's finally the time to jump into this game I've been hearing so much about. Like, it has to be statistically some number of people, but it is also unimaginable that it is any number of people. So that's me stocked up my fireworks just great. I'll have to make another one apparently because I didn't get enough. One more little batch of fireworks. Throw them in there. I've got some arrows I've got to get rid of. Chat, what should I do with my arrows? Like, I feel like they are useful. You can't just get infinite arrows, but also they sit around being the opposite of useful. What should I do with them? I found the channel because I wanted to know when the next Minecraft update was coming out. TU19 was coming to my PS3 Minecraft. Ooh, very, very edgy there. I built McDonald's but lava chicken, and the music was the new disc. Oh, the new disc, you say? What a great opportunity for me to remind people that I got this 45 minutes into the stream. You got the chicken, yeah, it's tasty as hell. It's free if you already own it. Sounds like every financial advice influencer on TikTok. You know, okay, I've got an interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna test the electric tunnel now. By the way. Okay, let's go. Chat, does it work as a tunnel? Okay, this is way too steep, way too quickly. Oh, it's working, chat. I've never gone this far. Okay, okay. Oh, it's okay. So yeah, but to make it that far without even having to like really reposition, that's a good sign. Yeah, we are onto something. So I'm just gonna guess that by the time we get down here, we'll have made it through the we'll make it through the ravine. Yeah, that is my current vibe. I kind of want to mine down to the ravine right now. I bet there's diamonds down there, chat. But yeah, make a dispenser machine gun, Toy Cat. Make a dispenser machine gun. I literally don't know how I could do that or why I would do that. But yeah, great. Oh, I mean, I guess. Also, why do I have these hanging out in here? Is this something I should fix? I'll fix it. You know, I need the scaffolding back. I'm always running low on that stuff. Let's get that out of it. Okay. And now back to the mining process. Very good. You're missing the villager solo. You think it's playing right now while I'm not there? It's my best villager impression. Do you like it, chat? Do you think I do a good villager? I think I do a good villager. So I'm going to light up this cave. Nice. Oh, there's glow squid ink sacks. And this does represent a bit more of a struggle for what to do. But we'll work it out. We always seem to work it out. I guess we could just go underneath. Yeah, that does seem like the smartest thing to do. We could just go underneath the entire thing. That's statistically where we're going to end up already. So once we get underneath this, we'll see where that ends up. Past Toy Cat has confused present Toy Cat. This never happens, Trumper. This is the first time in forever. Yeah, chat, I've been really fascinated by add-ons recently. You know, yesterday I think I mentioned, like, I want to find the add-on that makes Minecraft harder. And, yeah, what's interesting about that is that, like, right now there isn't really anything like it, but I've now seen, like, okay, what if I play like a boss? I've seen enough, like, cool add-ons out there that, like, I'm excited to, like, play through them. I still never got into Bedrock. So I think we might start turning Tuesday into a into the add-on stream time chat. I guess it's probably also beta or add-on time. I don't know if you saw my my message, but the oldest video I watched was the Grass in the End one. Oh, Glass in the End. Hey, yeah, that was a classic survival project. Honestly, I loved making survival project videos, but I just wasn't sure how to make them anymore. It was one of those, like, I did not have the... Like, I don't know what parts to record, what parts to focus on. It's, I feel like a lot of video making was, like, kind of instinct for me up until that point. But I just have no idea what is, you know, I'm just really, really bad at, like, working out, like... Because what I think is cool about a survival project is how long it takes. But also, you know, trying to think solely from the perspective of a viewer, like, I guess you just want to see progress real quick. But the way that it's best to show progress is with, like, fake camera angles. It's like, well, that's not real. And so whenever, like, something gets like that. Like, yeah, ultra hard survival. Yeah, you get it, Dasher. You get it. I've actually been speaking to I've been speaking with a map maker recently about making... Like, I want to make a ultra-hard survival map and then have someone, like, turn the idea into, you know, more crazy reality, right? Like, I want to build something that is, like, that makes people go, like, whoa. Whereas my building skills make people go, like, whoa. And, yeah, I feel like, I've got really, like, high excitements about that. It's one of, like, the many just, like, background projects that I'm, like, constantly thinking about. Dasher, my workstation is a PC, and I buy kebabs and lobster roll from the player. Sorry, what is that? And the Great Outmaster? Good to see you, by the way, the Great Outmaster. Everyone is... also, I turned off the stream because you got the disc expecting it to end losses floppy. The stream isn't... Even when I say the stream is ending now, there's usually a good 10-20 minutes till it's over. Yeah, I don't remember the first Toy Cat video I watched. The first stream I watched was 2022, I think. I was running called Fern, then just Gwen, then added the initial. Oh, you're going through lots of name changes, huh? I think that's one of the cool benefits of anonymity on the internet, is you can change your... Like, do you remember... maybe this is just me because I lived in a weird area with high schools or whatever. Like, do you know... when you went into a new school for the first time, people would say, like, yeah, you can reinvent yourself, man. You can be a whole new person. No one knows the old you. People only know the new you. And I always thought that was, like, kind of a funny thing to say. You know, at least to me, it felt very silly to say, like, oh, yeah, you can actually... But it is also a little bit true that, like, there is... A lot of how you behave is based on other people's perceptions of who you are. Like, most people don't want to upset other people's consensus of who they are. And so if someone believes that you are smart, you'll start doing smart things a bit more. If someone believes you're dumb, you'll start playing up that you're dumb a little bit. I've seen this happen to a lot of people. Like, you're effectively, like, typecasting yourself within your friends. You say one stupid thing, and now you're like, oh yeah, people like it when I say stupid things. So I'm just gonna say some really stupid things. And you might think that's pretty stupid, and so maybe actually those people are stupid in a roundabout way. But I would argue it's, like, really easy to happen. Oh, this is actually 6 blocks. Chat, we miscounted, and now everything is off. You have to go through removing a block from everywhere. Oh, this looks like it's 6 blocks as well. Also, where's the... How do I keep ending up with this in my inventory, chat? I am consistently not trying for that to happen. Ouch! Oh, no. I am really not trying for this to happen. Am I trying to move it with me, maybe? That could be what's happening here. But yeah, this elytra tunnel is going to be a lot more effective now. I would argue this way is not the most effective direction for it, but, like, still, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to mine until we end up somewhere. So this is now 6 blocks. Dig down there. I'm going to pick a certain height to go down to, so actually we need to put these blocks back, I think. What add-ons do you think there should be more of? Again, I like the idea of extending Minecraft. Like, I don't think that... So, I've heard a lot of interesting reasons why Minecraft shouldn't be an RPG. But I also think that Minecraft would be really cool if it were an RPG. And I think that basically, like, there are lots of great ideas for Minecraft that might be better as add-ons. So you know today's idea about the Eye Offender? I think that would be a great add-on idea. It doesn't actually work as an add-on. It'd be actually a great mod for Java, because you don't have the tools to make that as an add-on. But I love the idea of, like, yeah, what if Minecraft worked in a very different way? I think that those can be really appealing if you get them right. And so that's what I would love to see, personally. So, Kat, are you going to make something about the Elytra Tunnel? How about a fun way to get up to the surface from there? Yeah, that's actually, Daniel A., that's kind of how it is right now. So, I don't know how to show this very effectively. Sorry, I was feeling really, really sick on Wednesday. That's why I went to the hospital, by the way. But I just, today, all of a sudden, maybe because I was, like, pacing myself away, I was just like, oh, yeah, things are fine again. I think what it is I went to McDonald's, and I had the breakfast wrap, and I'm pretty sure that's known as the elixir of life. Just all my ailments instantly got healed. It was incredible. Anyway, so this is, if you want to see the end of the Elytra Tunnel, and I know in your heart you secretly do, I think I have to just fire one of these, right? So look, the Elytra Tunnel works at this grade. It doesn't not work. Oh yeah, it doesn't actually. Eventually you run out of power. But at the very end of this tunnel, which I must have built pre 1.18, because it does stop around here where the bedrock would have begun. Yeah, there's no way I wouldn't have dug that where, oh, oopsie. See, I went through all that work to get fireworks and then just blow them. But what I do have is up here, a little boosty rocket that takes me up to the surface. And actually a little bit higher than the surface. I don't think I have a way back down there though, so that was kind of a dumb mistake. I'm going to quickly look around, see if I see any baby zombie jockeys. Oh, I guess I could use the scaffolding as a way down. Oh, this is a nightmare. No one wants to do this, chat. Absolutely no one wants to do that. Okay. Oh no, he might be a rider. He wouldn't. He'd be riding the adult zombie if he was. Side note, have you noticed how tight? Oh, it's the seeds being. All my crops are broken because of. Oh no, I think those are actually just seeds I've placed. I think that's me confusing Future Toy Cat again and succeeding. Past Toy Cat 7, Future Toy Cat none. The cobwebs are a necessary obstacle in the tunnel because life ain't easy. You could use water-powered bubble columns with the water removed using powdered snow. You can remove the water from a bubble column using powdered snow. I've never heard of that concept. Anyway, yeah, the funny thing about this tunnel is because it only works one way. The way I fly back is I have to use fireworks anyway. I think the way back, though, is probably better via than ever. I find it interesting that one version of Minecraft, 1.7, has unique world generation to it. Yeah, I think they struggled with a while to work out, like, what should we do about... Also, did it just turn from night to day or something? Oh, what just happened there? Whoa. That was strange, right? Did anyone see that? Did that just happen? Or did I imagine it? Was it just a part of my imagination? It was probably my imagination. So I'll kill a few cows while we're here. And get myself... Oh, wait. Oh, because it's raining, I don't get cooked meat anymore. Raw beef is worthless. It's raining, Riptide is your friend. Do I keep the Riptide Trident? Hey, you better believe I do. Oh, this is not as good as I thought it was. So, Riptide doesn't work underground, right? Oh, that was a bad idea. Well, whoever was asking, when did I last die in my world? Very close to just now. Very, very close. Just now. So, I've now filled up an entire shulker box full of stone. And I think I have to answer the question of what am I going to do with it before I go get any more. I think there needs to be a purpose for all of the stuff that I've gotten. I need to have a compelling answer for what that purpose is. Or what is the point in having it all. Do you think glowing sacks should go in here? I don't think so. I think weirdly they do not fit. But rotten flesh, that can go just fine. Yeah, WTF is that portal? Oh yeah, it's Toykat's making me thirsty. Oh, you should drink so much water. This video is brought to you by water. Use code Toycat and get 5% off. Make sure I get my water commission money. I got a second channel sponsor recently, chat. I was really pleasantly surprised with the process. I've always mentioned, like, oh yeah, like, working with companies can be a nightmare. I got a really good one to work with. They're just like, here's some things that we think are good. I obviously had to do my own little, like, you know, like, checking into it, and then they're like, oh yeah, if you had a story, and they're like, oh, this is... I thought it was, like, a decent process. Of, like, not, here is a really strong scripted lines you should say, so that when people hear it on YouTube, they think these things. Mountain, mountain, mountain. Okay, chat, do we have a better idea than mountain? Someone trying to sell water to you? How ridiculous. Yeah, you need water right now, Gwenji. You need to get yourself a whole... make sure when you go to the toy cat, when you go to the tap, you use code toy cats, tap cats. Use any of those codes and you'll get 10% off. Are you doing YouTube full time right now? Yeah, I don't know for how much longer. I feel like I feel like the Minecraft... I think I've, like, recently hit this, like, just realization, like, the wall in the Minecraft side of this thing is here. For years it wasn't. Now it is. There is a cap. No matter how big, how high effort, how, you know, good the videos are, there's a cap to the number of people that will ever find. I think, like, I would guess the Minecraft space as a whole is shrinking, and so within that space, the number of people who want to watch either Bedrock or silly survival challenges or news, like whatever it is they come to the channel for, I think the percent of people that are watching for that is just smaller. And so now that means I have to work out where the growth is to continue doing this. I go back and forth about whether that is like, oh yeah, it's the map world, obviously, or whether that is like the second channel. Ideally, a little bit of both. But yeah, it's something I've been working on. Okay, use code IBXToyCat to get a tenner off your next Thames water bill. Unless you're the UK government, in which case, rip, that's not going to happen for you. Okay, so I think I'll put these in there. And yeah, so what should we do with the stone chat? Just to clarify, we literally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 shulker boxes filled with stone. This one's technically not filled. So we're talking about, you know, like 10, 12,000 stone. It's actually not that much. Also, it's time to make Andrews part of the main channel. I was thinking recently, actually, that maybe... Also, I think I'll put this back. And then maybe I'll grab one of the... Yeah, I want to grab, like, that one, I think. I was kind of concluding recently, like, maybe the insane thing is right now I have the news. Like, if you look at the people who say, I don't know, you know, like, when I looked at, like, Seed Sunday and I was trying to work out, like, is it that people don't like Seed Sunday or that people don't like seed videos? Seed videos as a whole are pretty down, and the only seed channels that are successful focus on just seeds. If you look at news views as a whole are actually about flat. They're arguably, you know, like news views as a whole are like slightly down or flat, I would say, or maybe slightly up. Like that, it's hard to like say, but in either case, it's like, oh yeah, but the channels that have the most success are the ones that do almost exclusively or exclusively news. I think Minecraft became very nicheified on YouTube, and that is like, that's the actual reason that things fell apart there. So everyone's saying, Mountain, trust me, bro. You know, if you say so. You should use the stone to make a 243 by 243 manga sponge. I think I should start with an 80 by 81, maybe. Might be a little less ridiculous. But yeah, for now, let's just go under. We still need to get... Digging this tunnel is still important, even if I don't do it right. So just as a reminder, chat, this is a tunnel that goes 2 places. The second place is over here. And this is a diagonal tunnel, which means, oh god. Oh, it's a really, really messy diagonal tunnel, too. But it's got the exact same problem, as you can see. I think this is the way to the nearest ancient city. Oh yeah, it's my own built ancient city. So this one is actually a bit more of a useful tunnel, and it does actually use all of the space. Goes down to Y0. But it seems like it just doesn't go down fast enough. I think that's its biggest issue. And then it stays flat for a while at the end here. So, like, I think that this is arguably the more important bit. If you've never seen it, by the way, just checking it out for the first time on my stream. I like what I like what I've built over here a lot. Upside down mountain or inside out cave? Oh, upside down mountain is a very fun idea, Adam Sony. Yeah, you know, inside out cave though, how do you make that? Do you just like... Yeah, I'm gonna need a better explanation for what an inside out cave would look like. I literally can't comprehend that one. Do you stream on Twitch? No, Jimmy T. I do not stream on Twitch. Yeah, I think seed videos are big with short-term Minecraft fans. I think it's fallen out of the zeitgeist for the time being, so it's just hardcore fans watching right now. Yeah, I think that's what's happened everywhere in the Minecraft space. And I think that, like, it presents a problem because there are lots of videos that I think are really, really good. But if you're a news person, you're like, I'm not gonna watch Toy Cat survive 100 days. Like, I've got some of the like best like comments I've seen in a long time on that video. It's some of the like I think it's a really great video. It's one of the most condensed we've ever been able to tell like a 100-day story. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, well, that's still, like it's not perfect, really, is it? So I think I need to remove more of this ceiling. I think that is weirdly where this has gone wrong. I think if I removed more ceiling, it would help better. A solid tube of stone floating in the air. Embed some chests into the stone tubs. I think the upside down mountain makes more sense. I think if you were to look at an inside out cave, you would assume it was a piece of art. If you looked at an upside down mountain, you would say, oh, what am I seeing here then? So I'd watch whatever you do. Thank you. I feel like it's like that's like when you have a friend that's like, I'd be there for you if you told me you murdered someone, I'd be there to help you clean up the body. By the way, chat, I have murdered someone and you all need to be at 11 Downing Street to help me clean up the... Wait, I think that's a threat on a Prime Minister. I was trying to imply a place that we shouldn't all meet. I don't wish any ill will on any public figures. But yeah, I feel like that's the equivalent. Like, yeah, I'll be there. It's something that is very valuable as a YouTuber. Is the Minecraft space as bad right now as it was in 2015? Meaning how toxic and hateful and toxic people are. I think Minecraft goes in and out of waves of this, right? Was it really 2015 our last big like everyone hates it wave? Yeah, there was a kind of funny phase back then, wasn't there? Yeah, I can't believe it was that long ago, Dasher. You make me feel like an old man again. So let's just put our stone there, and then we can build some more off the back of it. So this is 5 blocks. This over here would be 5 blocks. And then we'll just keep on going down. Is the Minecraft... so yeah, someone asked earlier, Chantal, if you were still moderating. And I see you now, so if you want to answer their question, maybe they'd like that. So, Kat, do you want the glare or do you really not care about it? I got a couple of comments being like, Toy Cat, you're being so disrespectful to people who believe this. And it's like, actually, I think there's this crazy thing. Again, I think it would be really good for Viewsme to just lean into it. But I can't bring myself to lie to people like that. It's just like, people are like, oh yeah, have you heard? This thing is true. Someone told me this thing is true, and I haven't bothered to look into it, because I know that if I did, I would find out that it's not. How dare you tell me that it's not? And it's like, I don't know what to do about that, man. People who hate Minecraft weird me out. Yeah, we got one of the most chill communities of a game on the internet. The one address everyone knew is not allowed to be referenced anymore because of a turf, but please don't use the address you used in its place in context. Yeah, wait, the one address everyone knew is not allowed to be... One sec, let me look that up. I literally don't understand. I've Googled it. Are you sure I'm not... Are you sure that that isn't a mistake? Anyway, you know, yeah, that's interesting. So, Yeah, you know, it's not allowed to be referenced anymore. I do not understand what is being referenced there. So yeah, if you're interested in the bubble column with no water, I'm about to post it in the subreddit. Oh, please do. I love looking at things in the subreddit. Absolutely fascinated. So yeah, I want to know what I'm saying you're old. Everyone knows this fictional address was Harry Potter's. Is it? Oh, like 4 Privet Drive is a trans exclusive. Wow, so exclusive is a good thing, right? You want to be exclusive. Anyway, is this actually correct? Am I going to be like skirting under this by this few blocks? Because I don't think it's good if I am. So let's go back and let's fix some things. I feel like the one address everyone actually knows is, I think the one address everyone knows in general is, what is it, 44 Wallaby Way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is now surplus to requirement, which means that this is now surplus to requirement by 2. And if we just move 2 blocks from all of this, then we'll get slightly closer than we are now. This is 3 blocks, which is great. And yeah, we'll just make the tunnel a little bit better. At some point, I just need to dig a straight tunnel to make it usable until I finish it. But I think this is a cool thing to do till then. I'm saying people can't talk about Harry Potter anymore, SMH. I don't know that that's actually true, though, right? I think there are some communities that choose not to talk about Harry Potter. And there are some... I think even if amongst people who don't like the effect that the author of Harry Potter has chosen to have on the world, it's like the death of the author thing, right? Like if you let everyone who has bad views on the world, if you stop enjoying stuff because you don't like the creators, you're the one depriving yourself of something you like. You know you're depriving them of profits, but if you already own the books, you know, like, although actually I spoke to someone recently that was like, oh yeah, I can't read this guy's books the same way anymore. And I was like, I don't think I could get that, you know. Like, I think it could turn out that, I think that if I like a movie, you know, let me tell you about a movie I like, chat. I really like The Butterfly Effect. I feel like it could come out that the guy who made that movie wrote it because they were like, oh yeah, I just really wanted to go back and... Also, don't use real addresses when speaking about murder. Yeah, 44 Wallaby Way. You can't stop us all from showing up there. Anyway, yeah, separate the art from the artist. Yeah, I think that's another debate, though. Alongside the argument of, like, can art ever be objectively good? The other part of it is, can art ever be objectively separated from the artist? And I think that especially with ideas, we separate ideas from artists all the time. You know, to put it this way, the most famous song from the 1800s, let's say, I don't know what it would be. It's probably a Beethoven, right? Like, I don't know or really care what Beethoven has done as a human being outside of making Beethoven songs. I assume he hasn't done anything problematic. Although, actually, you know, I assume he actually had some pretty backwards opinions because he lived in the 1800s. But, like, if you hear a Beethoven, I don't think you would even... I don't think most people would hear Beethoven and be like, oh yeah, that is Beethoven. And especially if you think about not the most popular song from the 1800s. Like 1812 Overture is my favorite song from that century, I would say. I think it's really cool when it gets covered and blah, 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 blah. But like, despite the fact that that is true, okay, so I'm just going to keep mining in a straight line until I hit my existing tunnel, chat. That is my broad idea here. That way... I mean, really, I should be mining up to the ceiling now, but I'm just not going to. Art can be separate from the artist as long as said artist no longer makes money from it. But, like, yeah, that's... I think the... I think when it comes to, like, people who are like, oh, yes, I cannot talk about it, I think you are depriving yourself of joy there. I think if you say, like, I really don't like Star Wars being owned by Disney, let's say. If you have that opinion... Therefore, I will not pay to watch anything Star Wars. And, you know, like, even, like, if you want... I think if you are that person, then are you harming anyone by, say, watching... I don't know, is Andor... Wait, where are we, chat? Where is my tunnel? I am in a cave that seems to have no bearing on this tunnel. I adore Trzaskowski's work. You know what, Dasher, you shouldn't adore his work, because actually, he had impure opinions about his sister. Also, no Star Wars. You're right. I'm sorry. You know, if it turned out that Minecraft, I mean, obviously, okay, I'm gonna cancel this subject before I go any further on it. You know, let's not talk about Minecraft's creation. So yeah, so how's the weather, chat? Are you having a is it good weather where you're at right now? It's been hot in the UK. We're having a heat wave. Let me tell you about it. Yeah, tell me what the temperature is in degrees, and then write a second comment for what the temperature is where you live right now in Fahrenheit, chat. I think you know, I think it's 30 degrees Celsius, which is like 91. No, 32 Celsius, which I think is 91. But I don't really know the conversions. Maybe if we all type in Celsiuses and then Fahrenheits, that would help us all out a lot. USA heatwave 2. No one even listens to my trying to clear chat. It's 45 degrees here, says Arabic Minecrafter. Just remember, chat, it could always be worse. It could always be worse. You think it can't be? Yes, it can. 25 degrees here today, says Carlisle. Oh, how far north do you live? I'm jealous. I'm very jealous. So yeah, there's a big lava pit around here that seems to be getting in my way. Ah, this is a real bull lake. This is an absolute bull lake. Oh dear God. Okay, so I'm just trying to find a place where this tunnel lines up with my existing tunnel, chat. That's all I'm trying to do, but I'm just getting burnt for it. Anyway, 89 Fahrenheit here. Chat, you know, actually, let's go for a different question then. What's your ideal temperature? What's your ideal outside temperature? Give me your temperature in Kelvin. Yeah, it's funny. I think the existence of Kelvin kind of does, you know. Oh, hey, we found diamonds. Dasher, good news. You were asking for these. We found them. We nailed it. We did it. We did perfectly today. So now let's jump our way out of this. Should we dig some of this out? Probably not. And yeah, now I've got an elytra tunnel that goes nowhere because it hits a giant pool of lava. Which isn't really the ideal, is it? But I'm going to empty my inventory and maybe make it like a shulker box or two full of lava. Yeah, I think that's actually the logical thing to do here. I need lava for my lava river anyway. I need lava for my furnace anyway. And rather than going to the nether like I've been continuously doing, why don't I go and do that? Yeah, let's do it, chat. So full shulker box, let's empty our inventory, grab another one, grab all of the buckets from the other side of the world, and let's go crazy on this. Ideal is 20 to 25. The ideal is 23. So I think 23 is like, you are, I think that's as hot as you can get before you're like, any hotter would make me uncomfortable. But I feel uncomfortable knowing that any hotter will make me uncomfortable. I like 22 degrees for the weather or for my body. You know what, David? That's a great question. You've just avoided dying of hypothermia. Yeah, I would say. Also, I think it's crazy that if you're in the ocean, even in a warm place, eventually the ocean will get you. That's I want to remind everyone right now that water is like it. You know, if you ever see like a Titanic footage, and you're like, oh yeah, people die when they hit the water. It's a very logical thing to assume that like people die because the water is cold. But like any level of water will probably kill you. I think that's a useful thing to remember. It's 21 here and I'm dying, says Cat Beanie. So Cat, every time I look at a graph of weather in the UK, I see, or weather in the British Isles, I see like Ireland is just chilling at like, you know, 23 degrees on a heatwave day. And I see like Scotland's not that far off. What's the hottest you've had all year, Cat? Or rather, what's the hottest you've experienced where you're at? I would love to know. My joints love the weather, but my skin hates it. Can't imagine that. 18 to 20 is perfect for me. Oh yeah, that's really cool, Polly. I think if you set your heating to 18 in the winter, I think you're like barely escaping, you know, like not frostbite, but like I think 17 is literally like you should never set it below that level. I think if you're old, they recommend like 19 or 20. Like I feel like you're getting real close to like your body will start breaking down level in the winter. I think in the summer that's perfect. Like you get to, I love Southeast Asia. I just came from the Philippines. I love that in Southeast Asia they're like, yes, we will make you too cold inside. We want to make you want to go outside. We're not just trying to cool you off. We're trying to make the outside seem like a desirable concept again. There's lots of things they just do right in the Philippines. I think there's lots of things they just do right in other countries in general. I think if you travel and don't find a single thing you like more about another country, then, you know, you're not being honest with yourself. I think the world is a tapestry of ideas. You know, that's why I think it'd be crazy to, like, close yourself off from anyway. Close yourself off to any number of ideas. I think you only harm yourself when you do it. But yeah, also, Cat Beanie says about 36 degrees. Oh, that's too intense. Although Carlisle says 28 degrees so far this year. Yeah, I'm hearing about these hot weathers. I'm just like, man, I am thirsty. Remember, chat, water, so good. It is the best beverage. It is delicious. It's delightful. What is not to love? What if I'm traveling to the UK? Oh, David, you'd be boned if you're traveling to the UK. Hot, humid, and no AC. You're gonna burn. It's gonna be terrible. It's just gonna suck. Yeah, you would just be boned. So, Kat, how much stone would you have before you stop keeping it? I think I'll always keep it, because I know that I'll always do a silly project with stone. How much stone do you think it actually takes to build a mountain, chat? Let's say 100 blocks tall. Layer 1 starts as 1 block wide, and the base, let's say, is like, you know, 500. Is that an understatement? Like 1,000? So 100 layers, that's 50 layers of 500 on average. Probably average is a bit lower. 25,000 blocks at the most. Which is... yeah, we're not that far off. Upside down mountain. Great idea coming to the world. Chat, I'll be getting boned in Belfast and London soon. I want to do my most British accent, but I can't. David's coming. UK getting real boned, I hear. This is my best British accent, because I ain't proper British, I guess. Okay, so I didn't put my stone away. No good reason for me not to do that. I'm probably going to end up... yeah, you're ruined, David. You are beyond saving. And I'm sorry to tell you that. So I actually have way more buckets than I think I can fit into 2 of these, which is cool to say. And yeah, let's go load them up with lava, chat. I've got some lava to remove, and I've got a lot of lava I need. So this is a perfect 2-for-1 deal. What is the hottest the UK's ever gotten? I think I looked that up. I think it's only 40. I don't think we've ever hit... like, I went to Death Valley. I think it was 48 at one point. I think that's the hottest I felt as a human. But the hottest I felt in the UK is 40, and I think the hottest we've ever had is 40. And I think it's like... I think there's like a few debates about whether we've actually gone above like 38 even. Like it's one of the, like, there's a lot of facts that aren't just straight facts. They're like, ooh, source of debate. And I think the source of debate can be hugely interesting by itself. Ouch. Okay, so we'll grab some more stone while we're at this. Okay, but first, let's lay down our shulkers. I'll get a little bit of distance from the rest of this. Shulker 1, put it down. Shulker 2. So I'm going to go back with 54 lava buckets plus my inventory's worth. Let's see what that looks like, chat. So I think that... okay, this could not have gone worse for me, chat. This is going so bad. No, 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 no! Okay, how do I save myself? I think there's water when I keep going this way, right? I think there was water. I'm pretty sure there was water. I remember incorrectly there being water. Oh, that must have damaged my armor some. Okay, so I'm going to start by Going forwards. Okay, so let's just scoop up as much as we can and see if that stops it coming this way. It is not doing what I hoped it would. Okay, so I need to eat some steak. So yeah, now you know that's what's going to happen to you, David. If you come to London thinking like, oh yeah, it'll just be a normal temperature in it. It will not be a normal temperature in it. So lava, 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 lava. Isn't it nice to get a whole inventory worth? Then we'll grab our second, we'll just put these in there for now. Grab our second batch, leave 5 buckets behind so we can have 11. Let's do it again. Oh, yeah, that was very scary. Just scoop it all in there. I guess really I need to stay like on my path for this to make any sense. I can just like remove the rest. But it's amazing how literally a single lava puddle will produce so much, chat. So grab these and then grab these. British man can't escape the heat in Minecraft. I really need to do something about this. I don't I don't know what that thing should be, chat. I just know that leaving that there cannot possibly be a good idea. Okay, so now I think we're going to put our stone in the way. Although we've blocked up our own stone passageway here. So let's pick this up and let's say that clearly we're not going to need blocks beyond... Oh, there's like... Okay, it's a really painful thing to go through. Ouch. It's okay. Okay, so these blocks we're going to replace with... Oh no, okay. It's coming for me, angrily. Now we can place a block. I can't see it. I don't know why I can't see it, chat. But if we just place a block there, that should remove some of the intense pain. I feel like I do just need to get a fire resistance potion and get in there, maybe. I feel like that could solve a lot of these problems. Okay, so then we'll do the same here. I need to now place a block underneath that one. And we need to do this probably a bunch of times in a row. So let's get some stone. Easy peasy. I'll mine all the way to this cave just because it looks a little appealing. And then we'll go. Okay. So there is a zombie in this cave. I'll have to remember that exists. Could go very badly if I don't. We'll remove... You know what, chat? I think fire resistance is the only way at some point. I think I have probably passed that point where it makes any sense for me to do this without fire resistance. Oh! Because it's just so painful otherwise. Hey, more diamonds! Hey! Look at that! Isn't that such a classic feel? I feel like, when was the last time you found diamonds like this? I don't know. It feels good, right? It feels good. Okay, so let's put some stone over here. Put some stone over there. Just really make it easy for me to, you know, collect lava that's actually going to be useful for me. And then, hey, there's more diamonds. It turns out it's not just a single vein. Isn't this so fun? Regular diamond ore is, like, kind of rare now. So I do like to collect these. But yeah, what we're going to need to do... This looks odd. This looks like a cursed thing, because you always assume lava is like a full block, but it's not. Okay, now I use the 11 lava I have here to scoop all of the surface blocks. And then before it comes in, we just remove those blocks. And then before it comes in, we remove those blocks. And now everything's a little bit better, chat. Isn't that nice? So yeah, it's a little bit of like functionality, but also a little bit of it's a little bit of like functionally removing lava, but also a little bit of you know, like actually clearing the way. I should probably put glass on the side here to like remind future Toy Cat that he is surrounded by this stuff. That would be smart if I were to do that. Am I going to do that though, chat? That is the ultimate question. So 16 more buckets, kind of not actually enough. I could have done with bringing some more, but now we'll just scoop our way down. So getting blocks down there is going to be a pain. Getting blocks across there is going to be a pain. So for now, let's just bridge over. And then from this side, we might be able to actually make some progress. So stone, 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 stone. Again, later lava would be great, but right now we don't have it. Stone, stone, presumably stone. I don't see any more, so lava it up, lava it up, lava it up. Is there anything back there? Yes, there is. And we should be able to just remove this whole passageway worth of lava if we can now get it on this side, which we might be able to because we've got these blocks. So now we go stand on this. There we go, chat. We're building it. It's a little inefficient compared to what we could have done, but we are in fact building it. Okay, so stone and stone, and there's another block needed there. But just a few more of these removed will go a long way. So let's put the hey, there we go. Yeah, there's just this last bit now. Chat, I can't believe we're there. That incomprehensible pit is almost gone. So remove that block. Is it all gone? Oh, it looks almost like it is. Scoop that up. Okay. Yeah. You love to see it, chat. So now I think behind some of these blocks, I'm going to have to remove the lava that will presumably spawn. Like right there. But again, that is fairly easy to do. Just get rid of it. Yeah. Very, very pleased. Finding ultra diamonds does feel like a treat. This is one of the cool reasons to have an old world, I think. I kind of want to, this is the dumbest video idea. I want to make a why have a 10-year-old Minecraft world video. It's just great reasons to have an old world that you absolutely cannot take advantage of because you would need to have done it 10 years ago, you know? I think this is a great idea for a video. I could see nothing going wrong with this. Oh, you don't seem very well, dude. I'm sorry. I don't mean to burden. I know it's gross seeing someone else be sick. It's a, you know, it's not good. I apologize if you're noticing. That is not my goal. You know, it is not at all. You know, it's if only, you know, the healthcare is just so expensive. I've got to keep working, you know, if I want to get it. It's damn, you know, healthcare. Am I right? There we go. Brought it full circle. Made it all perfectly tie in and make sense again. Oh, very scary. So now we can just keep digging this in a straight line. I'm going to bring my lava back, but I am going to get some stone first. Thank you for acknowledging it, says Jimmy T. For acknowledging what? Jimmy T. What do I need to acknowledge? What would you like me to acknowledge you, Jimmy T? What's going on in your life, Jimmy T? What's the last thing that happened in your life that you like to tell people about? You know, everyone has something. What's yours?
Well, toy cat.
Hey, Charm74. Thank you so much for the $10 tip. I'm really glad that you came in and it's cool that you came in and decided to do that. Thank you very much for deciding to do precisely that. I am in fact doing I would say I'm doing pretty close to Desert Belle. I really can't describe to you the feeling of this, chat. Like, again, I have days where I'm just in despair. Like, I have worked so hard and yet YouTube sees this as nothing. You know, there are days where I'm like, you know, like semi-despaired. And then there are days where I'm like, oh yeah, I feel really good about this one though. You know, I'm like again, it's like a gambler. I'm like, I'm at the casino and I'm like, I've got the good numbers this time, chat. I put my numbers on green this time. It's a video I think everyone's gonna love. I think it's like specifically for like the early game Minecraft lovers. It's a great video. A lot of people are gonna like it. But I think, okay, so, okay, this is, I just need to fix this. I cannot have that be there anymore. It's just, it's not okay. I should definitely get some glass in here. If only there was a place I could have gotten glass from recently. It comes from knowing you're sick recently, because I can appreciate not being sick more. Thank you, Toy Cat, for being sick. You're welcome. You do need to appreciate not being sick. I feel like I used to never get sick. Hey, more diamonds! We are finding them everywhere, chat. We are absolutely finding diamonds everywhere. Very exciting stuff. Okay, so how are we getting through this? I should make it a fun challenge to see how many non-deep slate diamonds I can find in this tunnel. I feel like I'm getting to that part where I definitely would start finding them by the dozen if I really started digging. I think that's a fun idea. But yeah, okay, yeah, I think that's a really fun idea, personally. When will Minecraft add the magma sponge block? Yeah, it does kind of need one, right? I think if we're being honest, magma sponge would go real far. I just want to keep on digging until I get to the end of a real tunnel, so that if I am flying down here, I can actually get, you know, the value that I'm trying to get from this. But that's really tricky to, like, actually do. Okay, so just fill this in. I would love to pick up the lava, but there's so much more lava here than I can ever pick up. So now remove these blocks. Then do the same again, but lower. Ouch, should not have done that. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yes, make it crafted out of magma cubes. This is a great idea. Also, my armor doesn't take damage from lava, I'm guessing, because it's netherite. Is that a fun quirk of netherite that I've just never properly put together? I just want to dig until I end up back in the tunnel. Back in the elytra tunnel. Elytra tunnel. Hey, are we there yet? No, we're just in more lava. Okay. Even if I have to just start, like, digging up from here, you know? I just want to see the tunnel again, you know? I want to know that if I do fly that down this, I'm not dooming myself into oblivion. Speaking of oblivion, yeah, I've been playing some Trackmania again recently. Very related to Oblivion. Don't trust me, chat. It's kind of cool. I feel like I have the relationship with Trackmania that I think a lot of people have in Minecraft, where sometimes I'm like so intensely into it, I'm like, I cannot imagine myself not playing this again. And then it will go like 2 months without me playing it because something gets in the way. I guess I'm quite fortunate that I don't have that with Minecraft. Arguably, I'm paid not to have that with Minecraft, though, so is that fortunate or is that something else entirely? I'm going to drop the iron on the ground. I'm just trying to make it to the end here, chat. Hey, that's something. Is this... Oh, I'm up there. Okay, so this is at least somewhere. There is so much of this tunnel, therefore, that I have to dig. And yeah, we'll make it a challenge. How many regular diamond blocks can I get? Oh, we got another rider, chat. Oh, what a perfect... Okay, I need him not to die in this tunnel. He cannot die in this tunnel. Do not fall in lava. Mr. Chicken Jockey, can you hit me again? Make sure you're still there. Okay, don't fall in lava. Chat, we got another one. It is such perfect. It's almost stage timing. I was like, well, that's a good place to end this one. And then this guy's like, nah. You could go further. You could do better. And I like his optimism, you know? I like his optimism a lot. I think this place needs my stone to be dropped into it. So, in goes the stone. I could leave it in here, I guess. Okay, chat. This guy needs to ride a chicken. What a funny thing. I'm guessing you're about 110 blocks below the tunnel. Oh, no. Wait. Don't leave. What, is he trying to find a mob to ride? Is there a village down there or something? Why would he... Like, zombies have a really good detection range. So to give up on me means he found something. Maybe a spider to ride? Chickenless chicken jockey? Chickenless chick... Oh, okay, we got a problem here. What blocks do I have? Am I going to use dirt? I'll use stone. Thank God I got some stone. He spawned because you spam in lava so much. Lava. Chicken jockey. Lava chicken jockey. Yeah, that doesn't quite. Ah! Weirdly, if I let him ride one of these, it'd be good for me. But again, we should be able to get him out of this chat. Oh, what an amazing end. Water bucket? Oh, that'd be clever, huh? I like my thinking more, though. Thank you very much. Yeah, I kind of want to just spend like 100 days mining in Minecraft. I wish, oh, no. I didn't know baby zombies died in the... Okay. So now we have to keep him busy somewhere. No, don't die. Okay, he's not going to die. I have to keep him busy somewhere till he can get to a chicken. Okay, how do I keep him busy? I'll just, like, stack up a couple blocks. So he can actually... Okay, there we go. Chat, what time is it in my Minecraft world? How do I... If only I had a clock. There's a way to do this. Okay, so I'll put this directly above me. I'll go in here. Okay, so bamboo planks into a crafting table. Put the crafting table right there in the ceiling where no one will notice it. And then we type in clock. And I can see... What is that? Is that nighttime is coming in like 6 minutes? Baby zombies used to be immune to sunlight, but that changed at some point. Yeah, I don't remember it. I remember feeling the frustration because I've forgotten the opposite so many times. This is what Adam Sony means when she says Minecraft Dementia Edition. It is literally designed to make me feel like I have dementia. Dig a hole under him to trap him and put him in a boat so he doesn't despawn. Trap him, then bring the zombie there. Yeah, that's a good idea. This was like a backup, like I could do this forever sort of thing. But yeah, I think usually I have a boat in my inventory. I have a boat in here. Okay, so we'll put the baby zombie in the boat near the entrance, I want to say. Yeah, I'm now going to fly this way, not too far away. I need a chicken. I need him ASAP. So chickens... Okay, so, by the way, greetings from Mexico, says Irish lad. Hey, congratulations, how was your flight? Did you have a good one? You had a smooth connection in the US? I'm sure you knew this. I should have said. Didn't pass my brain, but it's a common... Hey, okay, there's a chicken over there. So I just need to grab that chicken with my lead, which I don't have. Do I have seeds? What do I do with my seeds, chat? How do I get the chicken over here? Do I have leads? Oh, I don't have leads. This is why you need so much useless junk on you at all time, chat. It's just... You never know. I could nudge him over here. Oh, he's despawned. Okay. So if that baby zombie despawns, my life is ruined. No, I'm getting too far. I'm getting too far. He's gonna despawn, chat. So I need that chicken to just walk closer to me. Yeah, they despawn even in boats on Java. Yeah, mobs in boats usually will still despawn, I think, right? Bone meal? I don't have any bones, right? Do I have bones? Okay, the chicken's a little bit closer. I can nudge him just a little bit closer than he is. No. Okay. So I think I need to get the baby zombie further out. Because he's a little bit too close to the edge of the despawn range. So I'll break the boat right now. It's fine, he can hurt me. This is a valuable baby zombie, chat. So then he gets in there, quite close to where the chicken was. Another one will spawn, chat. Another one will spawn. I wish I tied up a chicken around here. I didn't realize this was a possibility of happening. Give him a helmet and he won't burn. Should I give him my netherite helmet? What are the odds that he'll wear it, chat? So, yeah, if I lose this, all I lose is, you know, a netherite piece of gear, protection for aqua affinity and mending. So, like, you know, okay. He's not going to wear it, therefore that is not a valid strategy. Yeah, I need to get a chicken to spawn. And without seeds nearby, I guess I could quickly use... I don't want to break line of sight with the baby zombie. I feel like mobs despawn when you're not looking at them way more often than when you are. Okay, this guy's quite close now. I'm just going to nudge him closer. Okay, is the baby zombie still there? He is. So just a little nudge in this direction. Okay, chat. The dream is happening. Once I get him in the hole, it's over for him. He won't have many movement options. Okay, so then we just have to get him this way. Bit of a pain. Come on, you don't have to be this way. This way. I feel like Minecraft mobs are so stubborn. If you block them, they're like, no, I am going that way. But I want to be like, but no, you want to go this way. I'm pretty sure you do this way. Just turn around. Go that way. There we go. There we go. Okay. He's getting closer, chat. He's getting closer. Just up one more stair now. One more stair. Okay. No. Disagree. Hey. Okay. And hey. Okay, this is not what I wanted at all. Okay, I really want to hit the boat. I don't want to hit the chicken jockey or the chicken. So they should combine. There we go. Chicken jockey, chat. It's a chicken jockey. I'm going to hit the zombie. Hey! Disc number 2. We did it. We got our second disc. Now we have one to enjoy. One to enjoy and one for personal recreation. Or rather, one to hide and one to enjoy. I hide all of the music discs around my world, and now I've got to find the perfect place for this one. Isn't that going to be fun? In the meantime, though, it means that I think we all get to enjoy something you should look forward to, because it's Minecraft's, I think, best music disc. It's terrible. You know, there's something about the fact that it's hated that probably makes me like it. If I'm conceding that about my personality too, I think everyone else hating it so much makes me like it just a little bit more. You know, is that good? That's that would be a debate, I would say. It's so cool. It's so good, chat. Okay, I think I have a second chest for this stuff just over there. Why do I feel like I'm playing that 80s beat-em-up game with the big-headed characters? Oh, I totally see it. Okay, this is the craziest thing. Toycat is the absolute contrarian to be added to the Toycat command. That's a good idea, Bearded Man. Yeah, I think this is ridiculous. It's exactly my brand of ridiculous. One of my favorite things. Okay, so now, one of the things I'm going to have to do between this stream and the next time you see this world is I'm going to find a good place to hide this disc, as well as a good place to hide Tears. And I think those are the only new discs recently, right? You just gotta believe in yourself sometimes, you know. Okay, so I'm going to go to my big furnace house, and while I'm on my way there, I'm gonna say thank you so much for coming along to the stream today. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, maybe even favorite, you know, like it's 2009 again. And consider subscribing so you can see more live streams like this one. I'll probably be streaming on Saturday, chats. You know, like pre-birthday. Maybe we'll stream like into the night so that I turn, you know, 30 during the stream. That could be fun, right? Or maybe we'll just, you know, maybe I'll stream until we'll stream until we stream, okay? It should be a good time, I think. But yeah, for now, I've got all these lava buckets that I'm just gonna dump down. One here. One here. I mean, really what we should do is we should empty out the... You know, if we're being a good functional person, we should just, like, have one of these chests. This one right here. Let's just load it all the way with lava buckets. Like, so it literally cannot run out. And then that would be, like, a good way to deal with it. Thank you. Feel better soon. Go get an ice lolly. Yeah, I like ice lollies, but like as a year-round thing. I feel like they don't particularly work any better in the heat than not. But I'll go eat an ice lolly anyway. Smash that thumb. Yeah, smash that thumb so hard that you like it more. That is the logic that YouTube is using that I will follow through with for now. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, chat. I hope you all enjoy, and I'll see you next time. So yeah, this Lava River project, still a big one on the go. Gonna take a little while to get moving, but I'm okay with that. It should be a lot of fun. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Good night. Or, actually... No, I think good night. Unless... No, we should go. Work out a place to hide this disc now. Good night, chat. Oh, have fun with the Lego game. Yeah, I'm very curious about that, pal. Yeah, what should I make my video tomorrow, actually? You know, chat, be part of my creative process here. I've been working on a very big video. Thanks, Toycat. Thanks for inspiring me with things that haven't been so great recently. I'm glad that that's been true, Carlisle. I'm glad that that has been true. Yeah, what should my video be tomorrow? Let me know in the chat. We'll workshop an idea and then I'll ignore all of them, because that's how ideas work for me. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.